York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans.
Here we go. Here's the bit.
At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
I would love to say we have the best job in America.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
It could be the best thing ever.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
Out loud laughs.
How do we explain the show? We should start there.
Oh, here it is.
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
Oh, shit. This is a freak show.
Why would anybody want to come on this show as a guest?
Under the right circumstances, something weird could happen.
I don't give a fuck.
Laugh out loud funny.
Which I love. That's what I love.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
Because when you listen to our show, you know what you get. You know what we are.
Everything has to do with cock or balls. No, the jokes all end up talking about cock and balls. You're a waste of life.
Fucking listeners, go fucking die. Excuse me.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement.
Wow.
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
How many literally Monday morning quarterbacks do we have today?
What are you going to do?
A lot of them. A lot of them.
I give a to the Jets and a to 7 degrees.
Yeah, it's kind of a dual thing.
Fuck.
Cold out and, well, the Jets went down. After the first half, though, I was kind of feeling like, all right, you can resign yourself. It's a blowout, whatever. They're killing them. And then they have to add that thing, what's it called? Hope. They had to add in this hope element where you're like, hey, I think they could come back from this. I think they could.
Yeah, I would have rather had a blowout.
Yeah.
Like my girl after the game, she's like, you're really bummed about this. I'm like, well, yeah.
You follow the team the whole season.
Right.
And
well, at least I have my. Oh, that's right. My Islanders are already out of the playoffs. I have nothing.
You're pretty done.
I have nothing because I'm not even really a big baseball fan these days.
Yeah, catches and pitches start up in a couple of weeks.
I'm done.
What are you going to do?
Maybe I'll follow the Knicks. They're 500. That's good. So fucking frustrating. That game was so close in the second half.
Them not getting in on first and goal, 4 shots was
I know, that was
a bad one.
They had
ridiculous.
They had to punch that in, but I kept screaming. Jimmy heard me. I'm like, don't run up the middle. They got that whole
right up the middle.
They got clogged.
Yeah.
They squeezed everybody.
Go around the side.
You weren't going up that fucking middle.
Left or right. They're fucking, they plowed right into every single one of them.
There wasn't even a shot. They had that middle clogged up.
Trying to, hey, can you pick this off pass?
Right. Oh, that one? Oh, my God.
That was retarded.
Well, that was a timing pass where it's like, you just be there. I'm just going to rifle the ball.
Yeah, well, somebody read his mind on that one.
But the Steelers were basically telling you, we're not allowing you to go up the middle. You're going to have to go to the sides with this. And they just kept trying to punch it in.
Yeah.
I'm not a Jets fan, and that was frustrating.
At the one, they just fucking cheesed.
And, man, if that blocked punt, well, it wasn't a blocked punt, obviously, that turns into a 15-yard penalty, he missed that fucking ball by an inch.
And then he got his wrist kicked. You watch it in the slow motion. It's like the kicker fucking comes up, kicked his wrist where it looked like his wrist bent into a pretzel.
Any one of us would have had a broken wrist today.
Yeah.
That guy just shakes it off.
But that's it. What are you going to do? Pittsburgh, congratulations. I honestly think watching Go Pack Go, and then watching the Steelers, I got to say the Steelers probably going to take the whole thing. So
I got to go Packers.
You're going to go Pack?
Well, I like a good.
You're a cheesehead.
I like a good underdog. I always go for the underdog. Hence my sports curse. That's why I have a sports curse, because I go underdog every time.
Yeah.
Steelers are the better team, but you got to go Packers.
They got a lot.
That was a good hit.
They got a lot of calls too. Like I'd say this: the Jets. There's a couple of times where the Jets got hit late and they didn't get called. Like fucking Pittsburgh got every fucking.
And what about
every call?
What about the Sanchez forward pass play? That could have went either way.
That was a matter of fucking millimeters.
I swear to you, I'm not bitching. Congratulations, Steelers. You move on. I'm just really frustrated because the Sanchez pass, they could have either said,
Yeah, his arm was moving forward. His arm was moving backwards.
But they said it wasn't moving forward, so hence you get the touchdown for the Steelers there.
Sanchez slid head first at one point. I think an elbow came 40 minutes later, and they didn't get the call.
Yeah, right they didn't get the call.
Like, right in the helmet. It's like, how do you not get that fucking call?
They said the play wasn't whistled down yet.
Right to the back of the head.
But still, once the quarterback slides like that, you slide in. I mean, they just.
To lose 24-19 is so fucking frustrating, and it's like I don't want to have to start all over again. This is 2 years in a row where the Jets have to start all over again. One game away from the fucking Super Bowl. 2 years in a row.
You know how hard that is to do? Like, we'll be back next year. Will ya?
It's really hard to do.
Yeah.
And you got to, like, go through every game again. Oh, yeah. God, I'm bummed
Are you even going to give a shit about the Super Bowl?
I got a brand new Sanchez jersey in my drawer. That is not coming out anytime soon.
Collector's item.
No, he's a good quarterback.
No, I know. I mean, you're not going to be wearing
I'm happy
it this
with
year.
the Sanchez. No. By the way, we're not even talking about the pick. The pick. You saw Sanchez pick his nose, right?
Oh, yeah, that was a big deal.
Everybody
talking
about
tweeting it.
What the fuck was he thinking?
I don't know.
Did he pick his nose and he said, fuck, I have nowhere to wipe this? And Mark Burnell goes, just wipe it on me. I'll
wipe it on me. I got it.
I'll get a tissue and get it off my jersey.
I'm on it.
That was unbelievable.
Why didn't he flick it?
I just flick it. It was 7 degrees, 4 degrees, I think.
Just could've waited.
Minus 4 degrees with the wind chill.
It was probably frozen. He could have went ding.
That was stuck to his hand. He's like,
dink.
Probably. But fucking, he picks his nose.
Yeah, that was something.
And that was the highlight of the first half for the Jets.
That was their only
highlight. A nose
highlight.
pick by Sanchez was literally the highlight.
That and the fact that they had 1 yard rushing, which was hysterical.
Yeah, they were getting their ass handed to them.
Oh, my God.
It would have been much easier to wake up with a 48-3 pounding or something.
Yeah, if they would have been able to do anything in the first half, but they were powerless. Just to sit there and watch Pittsburgh run the ball like they did, like nothing was in front of them.
No,
they could run and get at least 3-4 yards every single run, usually more.
Yeah,
and then the Jets would try, and it was like brick wall.
Fucking Steelers were tough, especially that first half. Spectro writes, 2 years in a row means they're not a Super Bowl team, have to make some changes. I hate when teams make fucking changes, because that game could have easily went the Jets' way. Yeah. Could have easily. So don't fuck with anything.
Leave it alone?
Just leave it the fuck alone. That's the problem a lot of teams do.
Yeah. Yeah, they switch things up, get a little scared. They go, we got to tweak some things.
Don't tweak anything.
Is this the nose pick?
Oh, it's hilarious, yeah.
There it is. All right, he's
picks and just wipes it on Burnell. And Burnell's like, what the fuck you doing? We're in the middle of a championship game here.
That's kind of funny. I think he was just fucking with him.
Probably fucking with him, yeah.
That is funny.
You can't. and then he does he does the index finger swipe afterwards. Did you see the end of the game where? You see the end of the game where Roethlisberger gets humped? That's another video that's going around.
That's a good one.
The last play of the game, they got so excited. Roethlisberger takes a knee. It's all over the place, that one too. And I don't know his name, to be honest with you. He jumps on his back and gives him three quick pumps. So everyone's laughing.
Roethlisberger, when he got that Charlie horse, everybody was going like, "Yeah, he's down."
No, you knew that was just a stinger, though. That wasn't an injury. We've all got a hit to the hip like that. Not in an NFL game, obviously.
Charlie horse,
because we would have broken hips if that happened to us.
He took a crazy knee to the thigh.
Yeah, watch this. This was the last play of the game. They're talking about this one today too.
Yeah.
This was the last play of the game.
The hump.
Yeah. He takes a knee.
Yeah.
And then I don't know the guy's name, to be honest. Get a better copy.
He's just
he humps him in the ass 3 times.
He really is humping him 3 times in the ass.
What do you think about Jets coach ripped his headset off and said "fuck"? What do you mean? What do I think?
Yeah.
He's fuming. That's how you should react.
Chuck, what am I supposed to think?
I just didn't know if you guys caught that. And earlier when they got that 15-yard personal foul penalty, he was bullshitting and motherfucking, man.
Oh yeah, that's bullshit.
Because
that's bullshit.
Because that's what happens in sports.
Oh, it's great. It's great. And now they're starting to Michael out of these people. Wonder how much trouble they're going to get into.
Is he humping him like a dog?
Yeah. We're watching. All right, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I don't care if they're cursing. I don't care if my son hears the cursing. Just allow it.
He is humping him.
He humped him 3 times to end the game. And
why would you do
instead
this?
of talking about the big victory, a lot of people are talking about why the fuck did he hump Roethlisberger? He just fucking humped him.
That's funny shit.
Right on his back.
I don't need coaches mic'd, by the way. It's like, how much fucking noise do we need during a game? Hey, get the play! I don't need to hear that shit.
Yeah, Jimmy came over, and the amount of sounds coming from my TV, we were all confused. I thought my XM was on because there's music coming out of one speaker. There's coach's sound coming out over here, and then the game's over here. I'm like, what the fuck are we listening to?
There is some shit going on where you turn your head to the side and you're like, where'd that come from?
Exactly.
Like, I think someone's in my house.
Yeah, I thought there was a party going on upstairs.
Got that surround sound shit. It's amazing.
Yeah, I gotta adjust my surround sound. It's a little off balance.
Surround sound's great, and then I was adjusting. You could. I like the TVs these days. You could adjust them for things like sports and movies and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
A couple little adjustments. The fucking game looked crazy. Like you could walk into that screen. Mm-hmm. Just fucking beautiful picture.
Yeah, they had a really nice picture.
God, they got that HD down and fucking the settings on your TV. You go with a different on it. It just looks fantastic.
I don't know what else we're supposed to talk about with the game. I mean, it's over. It's just kind of like when the Jets beat the Pats. You don't talk about the Pats anymore. So my team's out. You don't talk about the Jets anymore. It is what it is. It's now. Done. It's now the Steelers and the Packers in the Super Bowl.
It's done. I tell you what, we do talk about this cold weather that's coming.
It's going to be a good Super Bowl, though, man. That's 2 good teams. Rodgers is fucking peaking.
Steelers and Green Bay will get like some people watching. That's definitely that'll get.
I think the NFL wanted New York, Chicago, 2 huge markets.
That's just it. Yeah. Anytime
I think they would have wanted that.
Huge.
Probably. You know,
Green Bay, Pittsburgh has a historical feel to it, though. Yeah. They're both such legendary teams. It's that'll do probably pretty well.
Yeah,
how many Super Bowls does Green Bay have under their belt?
Dude, you're asking the wrong person, man.
Pittsburgh has 6, I think, right?
I think 6, Pittsburgh's got 6.
And Dallas also has 6, so I got to root for Green Bay.
Let's see.
I think you're about right.
3.
3 for Green Bay?
3 for Green Bay.
Jets have won 42 years ago.
Yeah, 42 years ago.
Wasn't even born yet. Thanks, Jets.
Wait a minute. 10, 20, 30.
Jimmy just shakes his head. I do have an apology to Jimmy.
Oh,
Jimmy came over for the game, and my girl decided, that eating all this cheese and pizza dip and all this crap wasn't enough. We needed dessert.
Oh, boy.
Jimmy missed, the main course. He came a little later when we kind of packed up everything.
Well, I sent a text. It was right after the Jets got after the first touchdown was scored. I went to the gym in my building. I sent a text and it said, hey, if you're not doing anything, me and my girl are showing some vacation slides. If you want to come over.
I didn't bring that to the show, but Jimmy's been giving me that text pretty much every game late in the season.
When something's happening.
I have nothing else going on. So
hey. Yeah, that is good.
If you're not doing anything, I'm just hanging.
I laughed hard. I go, come on over, man. Jimmy's my neighbor, So he comes over, and then my girl's like, I think we need dessert. I'm like, don't do this. Because if you go in my house, you will not find dessert. Because I can't help myself. That's my problem. If it's around, I fucking eat it. So I keep it out of I keep it out of the house. So she comes back, make a long story short, try to remember everything, Jimmy. Cookies, brownies, French butter crumb cake.
How was that?
You know what? After I was bitching on Friday, the French
that's pretty good stuff, right?
French butter crumb cake's not bad. 4 different ice creams. And Jimmy's like, I haven't had dessert in a month. And I'm like, I just know how this is going to end.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it ended exactly how it was supposed to end. Jimmy pretty much ate everything.
I felt a cookie. I'll tell you what I had. I felt a Mrs. Fields cookie.
This was after not having dessert for a month.
Right.
And I had a few salsa chips. What's that? And some salt and vinegar. I ate a lot of those. And then I'm like, you know what? It would be rude not to have a cookie.
It would be.
It's so cold. She went out. And then she's like, do you want some ice cream? I'm like, of course. And then so I was hoping for a little scoop of
she came back with 3 huge scoops.
3 fucking giant scoops. What's that? And chocolate mint chip ice cream, and some. I had 2 pieces of the of the coffee cake,
the French butter crumb cake,
and then 1 more cookie to top it off.
Was just
probably 2,000 calories.
Probably.
Oh my God!
I got so much cheese in me. I'm uncomfortable.
Well, you're
and then the
supposed to
dessert
eat
on
like
top.
shit.
How many hours?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
How many hours does it take to get this shit out?
I don't know. Cheese.
18 hours, maybe?
Cheese
18
takes
hours?
a slow little
I'm thinking-
journey.
Really?
Cheese will take a slow journey unless you're
Really?
lactose intolerant.
I don't feel bad, though. It's the AFC Championship game. You eat bad, so what? Do it again for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's what I look at. Every couple weeks is fine.
Yeah, but now the Super Bowl doesn't mean as much to me. So
I know I got
I'm
the,
so fucking bummed out.
I
sad today.
picked up some pizzas.
Nice.
You know, you get some pizzas delivered, and then there was some cake also. I believe there was a chocolate drizzle crumb cake over the house. Danny?
That's the chocolate chip crumb cake.
Chocolate chip crumb cake. And then there was also a marble cake, which was...
It must have hurt your teeth.
No, it's not made of marble. And then there was the cheesy cracker pepperoni kind of platter thing. And then, and through all this, Big A brought his little salad again.
He's been doing good.
Big A just had his little salad that he's eating as everybody's pigging out.
Can I tell you how bad I felt? Because I had no idea that Big A lost like 50 pounds. And
Is he up to 50 pounds
50
lost?
pounds, yeah. So he brings his own, salad and no fat dressing shit.
Yeah.
So someone's like, oh, yeah, Big A's doing great. He lost 50 pounds. Can't you tell? And I looked and I was just like, no.
Big A's more 75 to 100 pounds lost. Then you'll be like, okay.
Realistically, I think it's 100, and then you'll start noticing.
50 pounds, you're kind of like...
But he has to, at this point, he has to eat.
Oh, he knows. He's either dead
He has
or
no choice.
he has to eat that fucking
Hey,
salad.
I got to correct myself, and this I find amazing, but it is true. I'm sorry. Someone said that the Packers are not the underdogs. They're favored.
Are they?
What?
A 6-seed favored. And that guy is right. I remember seeing the odds
Are they really?
in Vegas.
You know, the favored
But
and
the
everything,
Steelers
that's
were
one
12-4.
Yeah.
And what were the Packers' record? Look down at that screen. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what
I'm
they
looking. I'm looking. It'll pop up at some moment.
So I
9-7?
I apologize. I really thought that the Packers would be underdogs over the Steelers.
There's one thing just saying because of stats and everything like that. 1-15? What? No. There's yeah, they actually the Steelers looked better. Is all it is. They just looked better.
Yeah, but Packers are favored. I apologize for that. Fuck, Jesus. By how much? How many points? Do they have the points on the Super Bowl yet?
12-4.
And the Packers were what? 10-6. Yeah, they were 10-6, and Steelers were 12-4. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, back to your party. You got the crumb cake with the chocolate drizzle on top.
I was just saying, poor Big A had to kind of just sit there with his little salad. With all this goodness floating around.
It was very adorable to see him washing his little plastic salad shit in the sink.
No.
Does he look like he's enjoying his salad?
He looks like he'd enjoy that pizza. I tell you that much.
Or what kind of dressing is he putting on the salad?
It's some kind of low-fat thing.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Oh, that's the worst.
He's going for it.
All right, good for him, man.
Yeah.
I wish him nothing but the best because it's do or die, literally, with that guy.
Yeah, I know.
I don't feel like fucking talking out his wake.
I wouldn't even go.
I wouldn't even go. I probably wouldn't even go.
You know, we're talking about health.
Yeah.
Jack LaLanne died yesterday. He was 96.
96.
That
exercised his whole life.
That just proves that exercise and eating right doesn't work in the end.
There are some people that smoke and drink and live till that age.
Right, exactly. He wasted all that time fucking exercising.
You think he would have cleared 100?
Yeah.
No, he got married.
George Burns cleared a fucking 100, and he was smoking cigars every day of his life.
You know what? You make a great point.
You're 100, motherfucker.
He got married when he was 45. He was married to a woman for 51 years, but he got married when he was 45.
I just saw him on a juicer commercial.
He probably finally had it. Said, I can't be married to this
Died of
woman
pneumonia.
anymore. Pneumonia?
Pneumonia, respiratory
Ammonia?
failure.
He died
Yeah,
of
ammonia.
I always
He
say
drank
pneumonia.
it.
Pneumonia.
He died of pneumonia?
Yeah.
Wow.
Respiratory failure due to pneumonia, which I thought maybe it was gay. That's at least a code word for gay usually.
Be the AIDS.
No, but...
Jack LaLanne didn't have AIDS.
Jimmy goes code word for AIDS.
Code word.
His wife's name was Elaine. Elaine LaLanne.
Elaine LaLanne.
Elaine LaLanne. La 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 ba ba ba.
Well, he's gone. Bon voyage. There's a picture of him. He always looked like a mess in his little jumpsuit.
I hated his jumpsuit.
With his little fucking, he'd wear his jumpsuit and do his calisthenics.
Yeah.
He would do, his exercise regimen never changed from like fucking
everyone else
30s.
Everyone else updates it. He was still doing calisthenics.
And here we go, jumping jacks, and 1, and 2, and 3. Really, Jack? 1914 he was born.
Wow.
God damn.
Wow.
1914.
He failed, though. He should have made 100.
He really probably should have made.
He really should have made
2014.
100.
It's like this old. Look at that. That's classic Jack LaLanne. This jet black
Chin
hair.
is hanging, your neck's all kind of craggy looking, you know, and your eyes, you get all kinds of wrinkles around your eyes.
Uh-oh.
What's this? Because the muscles are out of shape, and you can firm up your stomach by exercise. You can firm up the muscles in the face.
It's like
Look
from the
here.
50s.
Look at this intricate muscular system in the face.
All right.
It's like working out your face. He goes, work your face out.
How do you work out your face?
I don't know. You gotta go. You make faces. Does he do that? Yeah. Look, now he's making dumb faces.
That doesn't work. Come on.
I don't know. You see his pictures?
He's opening up his mouth really wide.
And now he's going back and forth like
from side to side, and that's working the muscles in the face.
Back and forth.
Just do this for 6 hours a day.
Now the eyes. Now he's gonna make big, like, oh lordy lord eyes.
I made all those faces during the Jets game last night.
Now he's blinking real hard.
Does that work, you think?
I don't
doubt
know.
it.
Come on, it's Jack LaLanne. What
It's
does he know?
1950 something. What is the?
This guy doesn't know anything. Come on.
I don't know. Probably you open your eyes and you'll see like sparkly things if you do that.
Dude,
too
he
much.
opened his gym in 1936. His first gym.
36. What were they doing then?
Oh my God!
They had those big medicine balls that they'd throw around, and the barbells with the circle, like the spheres, the spheres on either side, and you'd have to lift with a handlebar mustache. Look at their workout gear, the shorts.
Let me say hi.
Got camel toe.
Let me say hi to Connecticut. Connecticut, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Connecticut.
Yeah, hi. The Packers, 5 of their games, they lost by a total of 20 points this year.
All right, so I guess that's why they're favored.
Yeah, they're not as bad as their record showed. Absolutely.
Yeah, all right. I didn't follow them that closely this year. I just, kind of took a peek. I just take a peek at the NFC.
Oh.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, it was also a Nazi-filled weekend, man. Oh, God.
Why?
History Channel decided, let's go back to our roots.
Oh, really?
And just play a bunch of Nazi stuff. Third Reich, The Rise, and then they had the Third Reich, The Fall. And it was just a bunch of really, like, cool footage that I hadn't seen before. A lot of home movies from people. And it was done from the point of, like, everybody. They had like a little girl talking in Poland, and they had like a transcript of what she had written in a little diary, and they had German soldiers and German upper echelon talking about how this is an amazing thing that's happening in the world. And then when things started falling apart, they're like, oh boy, this place sucks. And
it was all like footage from like European families. Like it was all private collection stuff. It was really, really.
There was a guy an American that was there for the Olympics. And he's there just at the stadium, and he's taking color video of the stadium and Nazi soldiers walking around. And they're all smiles and everything.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing? So just an American tourist. American tourist and his wife went to the Olympics in Germany and had a great time. It was before the war. So, and they were commenting on how amazing it was to see so many red flags with swastikas on them. I'll tell you, whoever had the fucking flag contingency over there, wow.
Made a lot of money.
Contingent.
Now someone's saying that Cowboys do not have 6 Super Bowls, Jimmy. They have 5.
Oh, is it 5? Okay.
Really? Because everybody's saying 6.
6 for the Steelers, 5 for the Cowboys, I guess.
Mom. Yeah, so that was a little bit of history there. The Berlin Olympics. When was that, 36? 39, what?
36, I think. I think
1936, so it was kind of,
about right.
So it was still cool to go over there. Like, people were like, all right, you can go over there. He's not too out of hand yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Jesse Owens went over there and showed him, right?
Oh, he sure did.
Black guy, and Hitler was, like, really pissed off. He's like, what the fuck is that black guy doing? We're supposed to be the, like, muckety-muck race here.
The other, just before we move on from the football games, the one thing I want to mention is those guys are real men that play that fucking game.
You think?
Dude, it was minus 4 degrees wind chill.
Yeah.
And they're in short sleeves. How do you fucking do that? Seriously. How the fuck do you do that?
I think, believe me,
the helmet is cold as shit.
They are all man. I would never.
Most
even
of them don't
deny
have that scuba diver look that Tom Brady had. Most of them just go, put the fucking helmet on my head. I'm good.
Yeah.
Good with short sleeves. Let's go. Let's do this thing. And the ground is just fucking frozen. How the fuck do they do that without getting frostbite?
They are. The sidelines are so heated now. It's crazy. And when they're out there, they're moving.
Yeah,
so they're like moving around a lot.
Yeah, but they're out there for a while. I mean, if you stood outside right now in a short sleeve shirt on the sidewalk for 2 minutes, you'd be crying like a little bitch.
We're getting tackled and thrown on the ground by other men.
They are running around.
Yeah.
No, dude, you can run up and down the sidewalk. You'd be miserable.
Yeah,
I don't know how they do it. I really don't.
Oh, no. It is... That's why they get paid the big bucks.
do they even notice it's that fucking cold when they're playing?
They don't look like they do.
They don't,
look
right?
Like the cold bothers them. They're superhuman. These
I'm just
people.
amazed by it.
I wonder if they take any, because those guys can play through injuries and shit. I wonder if they're injected with anything. Like, is there you can take that just makes you a little bit, maybe that's naive of me to
makes
say.
you a little warmer?
I don't know. Maybe there's not, but.
I don't know.
Like, is there any kind of supplement you can take that, like, fucking, But
Ant's right, but they heat up the sidelines and they got those benches and warmers and everything. But most of the time, you don't see the guys hanging out in that area. I went to a Jets game. It wasn't nearly as cold as what they had in Pittsburgh yesterday.
Yeah.
And I noticed the area, what you're talking about, really warm area. The players blow it off because I think they don't want to be looked at as pussies sitting on the warm bench.
Or maybe if they're warm and then go back out into the cold,
maybe
then
that
it's
fucks
really
them up too.
Bad.
It's just amazing. I just don't understand how they fucking do that. I don't understand.
Yeah, because that was some bitter-ass cold. You see the white guys are pretty funny to watch because the black guys, you're just seeing, like, steam come out of their mouth and shit. And the white guys, you see the steam, but you see their nose is, like, red fucking. Yeah. Their cheeks are all red.
Yeah. Like Roethlisberger, when he took that hit to the upper thigh. Imagine going outside right now, being outside for 20 minutes. It's like, 7 degrees right now.
Just have some guy jack his knee into your thigh.
As hard as he can. You know how bad that would hurt on both levels? Because you're freezing cold and then the fucking hit.
Literally be crying. Crying.
I don't get it. I don't get it, man. But it is fucking cold. I guess it's the coldest day of the last few years. 7 degrees. -1 with the wind chill.
I took one of the delivery drivers outside. Like those guys are lifesavers. As much as I hate them sometimes, and you fucking can't get a cab because our block's either hit or miss. Either 500 cabs or nothing.
Yeah,
and they charge you a few dollars more, but it's like you gotta stand outside.
Oh, it's well worth it.
Oh, that's what I say. Live a little.
Well, we live down near the water too, so the wind and the cold is way worse than the rest of Manhattan too.
I just got a little ice cream coming back out now.
Do you?
Yay.
A little fart or burp?
Just a fart. Just started.
Is it really heinous?
It reminds me I ate ice cream.
Oh, God. It's going to be a bad day.
It's not going to be a good day for anyone else in the room.
I felt bad for Jimmy. He's like, I haven't eaten dessert in a month. And then at one point he goes, what was the line again? I wish I filmed it.
I'm eating healthy.
He was bragging about how he's been eating healthy lately, and we all look at him. My brother was over, the owner of F.H. Riley's and his wife. And we all turn to Jimmy because he's talking, and he has so much dessert in front of him as he's trying to tell us that he's been eating well lately.
I had 3 scoops of ice cream and I think a piece of crumb cake at that point.
A
sliver of crumb cake.
And a mouthful of cookie. And he's trying to tell us he's been eating well lately.
I avoided the brownies. Fuck, man, that was good.
Shit.
I've been eating roast turkey and fucking squash.
Squash?
A lot of that.
Squash.
It's grown on me. I usually hate it.
Squash is the worst. I hate
And asparagus, too. Big boy likes his roast turkey. Heat it up. Yeah, with a little mustard.
Turkey's great.
It's healthy, right? Not the deli turkey, but actual roast turkey.
Turkey's really healthy.
Roast turkey.
You got to get that shit moist, though. Dry turkey.
Yeah, dry turkey
sucks. A dick.
Oh, mine's good. No, it's been good.
It's got to be moist, and you got to throw a little cranberry sauce on the side, even though it's not Thanksgiving. Just a little bit.
Oh, I don't like that.
And a little mashed potatoes. That's the way to go.
Now you're talking a whole meal. I just make a sandwich and shove it down
you stay
my
away from the
craw.
gravy if you can, if the turkey's moist.
Yeah,
and then you got a nice meal right there. The asparagus is a little rough with turkey, I'm thinking.
I've been
rough.
I've been on this kick where I'll just grab what they call your Purdue oven stuffed roaster chicken.
How great are those?
And then I throw it in the oven like a fag. I cook. It takes about an hour.
That's it?
A little more.
You throw it a little more, depending on the size of the chick.
How do you cook a chicken, though? Do you like have to put the pan in first?
375, 90 minutes. Let's
That's
go.
it.
You want to
Put it
talk?
on there?
You want to talk chicken? Let's go.
You slather it with some good stuff, or you put a dry rub on it or something like that.
Dry rub.
It's just like seasonings and stuff.
While it's frozen?
And you cover it. No, not frozen. You
gotta
can't put a
have
frozen one in there.
Do you?
It's in the fridge.
Skin or no skin?
I go skin if I'm going to do it. You gotta.
Skin,
you gotta.
Chicken skin, they say, is the worst thing you could eat.
It's pretty bad.
I love it.
But you know what?
Nice and crispy with those fucking spices on it. What's better?
A lot of white meat.
What's better?
A lot of white meat, but then you got to take a little of that skin off and just like, all right, I'll treat myself.
They should
just. I'd eating the whole chicken with the skin and everything.
They should just sell chicken skin all spiced up and ready to go.
Skin.
Oh my
Who knew that would be so tasty
when
it gets crispy? Oh, it's great.
They say worst thing you could possibly eat.
Yeah, it's bad for you, right?
Oh my God, that's why chicken wings are so bad for you.
Ain't no thing butter.
I mean, the butter and all that doesn't help, obviously, but you're eating nothing but young, fucking chicken skin.
There is something disgusting about a whole chicken, though, that just feels like you're fucking putting a baby in the oven. You get this cold, dead baby feeling in your hand. It's just like, yeah. It's really sick.
So glad I don't know what that feels like. Obviously, you've held a couple.
No,
sure.
It's what I imagine, because it's just like the right weight and the size, and it's just like, it's just all limp and cold.
Do you know that where was I, where I saw two rotisserie chickens in the fucking, and that's exactly, they look like dead kids because there's no head, and they were propped up, and I'm like, these idiots think they're going for a ride. I was with Kenny. I'm like, they think they're on a ride. They're like, yay, and they don't realize, we're being roasted. But they were on a fucking, it literally looks like fucking, they should just have heads on them.
Yes. It's fucking great.
There you go. All right. Hey, I gotta eat. Let's take a break.
We got our food?
Yeah.
Is it here?
Your food should be here any
my
sec.
goddamn salmon.
Well, we can play the Drew Boogie thing going in a break.
We got some Drew Boogie.
So congrats to the fucking Steelers fans, the Packers fans. Enjoy the next 2 weeks. I know I won't be.
Yeah,
man. This one, I didn't realize how seriously I take my Jets. I was really bummed going to bed. Really bummed.
Yeah.
Last year I wasn't that bummed because they were never really in that game. But last night it fucking hurt, man. Where did Roland think of the game? He's outside the studio. Roland!
It was right at the end. You just kind of thought, like, can this be one of those where they're going to talk about, like, oh my God, the comeback and that, and then no.
That was a rough
miracles.
One.
No miracles.
Rough loss.
Roland, you bummed today?
No, my Steelers right here. We're number one.
Look at, he's wearing a Steelers
What are you
shirt.
doing?
Now, wait a minute.
You had a Jets fucking shirt on Friday.
The whole fucking, like, I've never seen you wear that Steelers shirt.
I did wear it before, but now. See,
When?
What?
When?
I wore it years ago.
Well, that's what I mean, years ago. But you've had a Jet shirt on
every day.
Up until
pretty much every day last
up
week.
until the Jets just lost to the Steelers.
Shit,
and now you throw a Steelers shirt on?
Worst.
Unlike you guys, you're out to press my team. Fuck it, boom, I'm happy now. My team's in.
My team's in.
My team's in.
Dude, he's got
Ben Roethlisberger, we're gonna do it, baby.
There's a sick logic to what you say.
Roland, who doesn't have winter coat, but he got a very light Jets jacket he's been wearing almost every day, and Jets shirts almost every day.
It's a U2 tour jacket.
What jacket did you wear today?
Yeah, what did you wear
No, it's
today?
a U2 tour jacket.
How heavy is it?
Light. It's like it's comfy.
Is it like a windbreaker kind of a
Sort of,
thing?
yeah.
It's barely.
That's what I am
It's
today.
fucking.
Jimmy's a windbreaker, yeah.
It's fucking like 3 degrees out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hey, but the Steelers, baby.
I can't believe you're just wearing a Steelers shirt.
You really are.
You're the worst.
Turncoat.
Holy shit.
That's it. But he's in. He's in now. His team's in. He's going to be watching the Super Bowl going, yeah, Steelers.
Logically, it makes sense.
Not sad.
Not sad.
Chicago was terrible yesterday. Even though it was a close game, they looked fucking horrid.
And they were burning Jay Cutler's jersey in the parking lot. I didn't see the injury, but a lot of people saying that he looked like a little fucking puss boy, not going back into that game. And then they were down in their third string quarterback, and he almost made the monster comeback too.
Doesn't that always seem to happen when they throw in the guy that hasn't fucking played?
His defense ain't ready for him either.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not ready for him.
He's a really good quarterback. He just hasn't played a lot in the NFL.
Bill Sherman?
Bill Sherman, exactly.
Third
String quarterback for the Bears. Does anyone know what happened to Cutler? Because people were fucking pissed on Twitter. They're like, "What? This guy's not going back in the game after that hit."
It's a pretty knee injury. Game.
It's a really important game. You get your shit together and you get back in there.
Yeah, well.
Did you like the games yesterday, Roland?
Yeah, they're good. The wings were delicious where I was at.
Oh.
Who are you?
Down with my buddy Kevin. Like right through like a party thing.
Yeah.
So I ate delicious wings.
I love wings.
Wings.
But they were baked wings, so they're healthy.
Hey, Henry, how about a wing?
Baked wings aren't healthy.
Yeah, they are. So
You
that's
look
not
more
12.
like a heart and lungs kind of guy.
Can you look up baked wings and tell me how healthy they are?
Baked wings.
That honey mustard, jalapeno wings, barbecue wings.
Yeah, all that's healthy.
I just piled my plate in deliciousness.
Rooting for your Steelers the whole time?
Oh,
When did you become a Steelers fan? Tell me.
Years ago.
Years ago.
Years ago, you became a Steelers fan.
Now the baby, my dad's a big Terry Bradshaw fan. Is that satisfying enough for everybody? I know.
Terry Bradshaw.
All right, hey.
You're going back a ways.
Thanks, Roland.
Thanks for him.
Fucking Drew Boogie put something together very nice. Remember your rant on Behave last weekend?
I certainly do.
And you came up with the classic line, bowling for Behave?
Yeah, because of Bowling for Columbine. You had the dummy Michael Moore talking about bowling for Columbine. And him with his gun stance saying that everybody that owns a gun is a racist and just afraid of an irrational fear of people of color. And that's why they have guns.
We should talk about
I didn't disagree with him, but no, that's what he was saying. It's like, fuck you, Michael Moore. Instead of bowling for Columbine, how about bowling for Behave? Just behave, people.
Is that where he went to the place where Reginald Denny got beaten up and he made white people look crazy for not wanting to go there?
Right.
It's like, that's just such bullshit. And black people will tell you that's bullshit.
Calculated.
The black people will tell you, don't go where Reginald Denny got hit.
I'm glad you're bringing that up because he also went there in the middle of the
day. Yes.
Daytime.
If you want
to
prove your point, go at I don't know 11 o'clock at night
with no camera.
Yeah, no camera, and walk around as a white gentleman,
right?
In that neighborhood. First of all, you'll be lucky if the cops grab you and say, "What the fuck are you doing around here?" Because you're probably trying to buy drugs. But if you're not that lucky, you'll just be jumped and beaten to a pulp.
He's recognizable enough where people, even in the hood, people would they know his face. If like in the middle of the afternoon with a camera crew,
yeah.
He could probably go anywhere because people know that something's happening. They know he's just not a regular guy.
Right.
But go there with a fucking, a little hat over your face or whatever, or somewhat where you maybe shave, you don't have your mustache or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Go there at 2 o'clock in the morning by yourself with a hidden camera and see what happens.
See how fun that is.
Is that for 12 wings?
Baked wings.
It's a recipe I found for... Let's see, 3 pounds makes 6 servings, and then that's what it is per serving.
My angel.
So, Roland, your baked wings relatively healthy.
Wait, 600 calories per serving?
600 calories.
118 milligrams of cholesterol?
Yeah, but figure Roland probably had at least 2 servings of wings.
Oh, no, I had at least over 20 wings.
20 wings.
All right, so 20.
Also, a meatball hero.
10 poor armless chickens because of you.
So he had 2 servings about.
But the meatball hero is this big, though. I had 3 of those.
Little one, yeah.
You did 1,200 calories in the wings alone, easily. And that would be 236 milligrams of cholesteral.
I walked 5
and
blocks
probably about 46 grams of fat.
He goes, I walked 5 blocks yesterday.
Can I tell you, I caught something on the replay last week. I was I hadn't listened. It was when we were teasing E-Rock for a bad tape day.
Oh, yeah.
And you happened to say, I didn't catch it live. You were like, yeah, you were like practicing when you were a kid talking into a hero sandwich. Like it was a mic. And I caught that in the car. I was fucking really laughed. That visual of E-Rock talking into a hero.
Hero like he's on the radio.
Nice.
Oh, that made me laugh. Hey, how much is mint chocolate chip? What's that ice cream?
How much is it?
How much is I had 3 regular sized scoops, not even giant scoops. They were actually average to small scoops. They were like spoonfuls.
But that's more than a serving.
Big tablespoonfuls?
Yeah.
Or a little teaspoon?
No, they were mouthful, like good.
Good big mouthful.
I'm guessing it was like 1,000 calories.
It was vanilla chocolate chip, I guess.
Yeah. Whatever it was. It was
chocolate chip.
the proverbial
By the way,
hit.
I would
delicious vanilla chocolate chip.
I would guess.
Yeah.
I'm guessing 1,000 calories.
I would guess. No, probably a little less.
Amount per serving,
160
1/2 a cup. 1/2 a cup. Who eats 1/2 a cup of ice cream?
The serving sizes are ridiculous. No one eats
So it's like
half a cup of ice cream.
How much is a cup? Is that like a scoop?
You had, if it's a half a cup, you probably had 4 servings.
Okay, so I figure 400.
Because a half a cup is that's
650
just not a
calories. Yeah, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Plus 2 Miss Fields cookies, chocolate chip.
The French butter fucking pound cake.
Oh, French butter pound cake.
Two little pieces of
That
that.
can't be good.
I didn't have much of that.
Two little pieces equals one
big piece. Yeah, I know.
So you can say I had one big piece.
Our dessert,
thin slice.
Our dessert was 12 to 1,500 calories per person easily.
Yeah.
The ice cream is less than I thought, though.
All right, bowling for behave. We go to break with this. Drew Boogie, just gave us this. So let's check this out.
Righty. Gun crime, things like this, gang-related violence, it's going to be minority.
Bowling for behave. Tell them to behave. I want to see you make a movie called Bowling for behave. Bowling for behave. Tell them to behave. I want to see you make a movie called Bowling for behave.
Somehow, white people are all responsible. It ain't whitey. It ain't whitey. And right by my home, I'm looking at a home invasion. It ain't whitey.
You fat fuck. Make a movie called Bowling for behave. Tell them to behave. I want to see you make a movie called Bowling for behave. Bowling for behave. Tell them to behave. I want to see you make a movie called Bowling for behave.
Black on black crime. Black on white crime. LA gangs just wiping each other out. Black on black crime. Black on white crime. Fucking behave. How about you do that?
Make a movie called Bowling for behave. Tell them to behave. I want to see you make a movie called Bowling for behave. Bowling for behave. Tell them to behave. I want to see you make a movie called Bowling for behave. Bowling for behave. Tell them to behave. I want to see you make a movie called Bowling for behave. Bowling for behave. Tell them to behave. I want to see you make a movie called Bowling for behave.
Ah!
Opie and Anthony on the virus. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show on the virus. Sirius XM.
Opie and Anthony. Local news is talking about the Jets. I guess you got it, right?
Well, yeah, they got to rub it in for a day, and then
I've
it'll
already
be
moved
over.
on. There's nothing I can do.
Then it'll be over.
Gotta move on.
Yeah. I woke up to no fucking heat.
Really?
Yeah. Worst day of the year to not have heat. And I woke up, and the bedroom was 53 degrees.
Wow.
And dropping because I ain't got no heat. I ain't got no heat, yo.
What happened?
Yo, my heat's been turned off, motherfucker. No, it was, I have this problem with dual tanks. See, most people, you got that one big dung tank in the basement. I have two of them. Two of them tandem together. And on the bottom, there's this little layer piping with some compression fittings and whatnot, linking the tanks together so it may equalize the level in each tank.
Gotcha.
So that as you use it, both tanks go down equally.
How could there ever be a problem with that? That seems like a pretty basic design.
It's great unless you fucking didn't use big enough tubing when you install the fucking thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And this is the third time now that I have to have the guy come out and blow out the fucking pressure fittings, the compression fittings, and the T, the little T that's on there. Because not only does it equal out the level of the tanks, but in the middle is a T that goes off to all the wonderfully oily, everything like that. So, I'm like, fucking, I wake up this morning freezing cold. I go downstairs, I go to the tank, and the one tank's got a gauge on it, and it's just buried at 0. And I fucking punch the side of it. Boom, boom.
Just hollow.
Boom. I punch the side of the other tank. Boom, 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 full. Just one immense full tank of oil. The other one completely empty because the fucking fitting coming out of the full tank is clogged up. And It was a fucking cold-ass motherfucking morning. I pride myself on my radiant heating tile in my bathroom.
You didn't get that?
I walked onto that tile. It was like a glacier. It was like walking onto a glacier.
That's the point I made. And they're playing football. It's minus 4 degree wind chill, and they're playing in short sleeves, and you can't even walk in your bathroom with bare feet.
I was like,
without your heated tiles. Tiles.
Yeah, oil. Yeah, it's oil fired. For the floor, it's oil, and then it heats up the water, and hot water circulates through these tubes underneath the cement that.
God, that
that's on the
sounds
floor.
nice. What about a shower? No shower then?
There's no hot water. There's no nothing. There's nothing of heat. Nothing at all. The basement was warm because I forgot to turn all the lights off. So there's 8,000 floodlights keeping the basement warm. That ought to be good for the LIPA bill when it comes in. But so now I got to wait, and they're like, they'll be there sometime between 8 and 11.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's like, all right, it could have been worse, but I love those times they give you.
Yeah. Well, I still haven't turned the heat on in my apartment.
Really?
No.
You don't? Do you have your own heat?
Yeah.
You have like your own. It's not like the building's heat, and then you get to like open a vent that.
Technically, we have turned it on a couple times for maybe an hour. And then it's like, oh, my God, it's way too fucking hot in here.
But you can still get AC in your apartment, right?
I slept with AC last night, and no heat. And no fucking heat.
Damn.
Because everyone else is blasting their heat, and I live so high up, I'm getting everyone else's heat, but it's that dry heat.
Yeah. It's a dry heat.
Where your skin is just like, you feel like I don't know.
Oh, you wake up and blow your nose, and it looks like fucking.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a Vietnam wound.
Yeah.
It looks like a sucking chest wound in your tissue.
Yeah. I'll never be.
It's dry.
I'll never be cold in my apartment. I mean, the heat could go out, and I'll still get enough heat from everybody else, I guess.
I can't get fucking air conditioning in the winter because we have a single vent system, and it makes me I'm out of my mind about it. I'm actually going to move. I mean,
can imagine.
I can't live like that.
No.
That's just dumb because everyone knows if you live in New York in a big building, a lot of floors, and you're a little high up, that you're fucking dying from everyone else's heat. You actually need AC to cool down your place.
Yeah, I needed to sleep because I literally was sleeping with my window open when it's 20 degrees. Yeah, I have big heavy drapes in my room, so I'll just block them like with so they don't like blow all open.
Yeah, you get a little cold air coming in at least.
Yeah.
So you got one of those buildings that like the building itself.
They shut off his
has
AC.
Heat. At some point in the year, they turn on, and it's like, hey, people, you now have air conditioning. And then at a certain point, it's like, hey, people, you now have heat.
Right.
And you don't control the heat of the air conditioning. You just get to open up what amounts to, a vent, and the heat either comes out or it doesn't.
You can't control your own heat?
Well, I can control it, meaning I can make it high or low.
Yeah.
But as far as I explained it because I was livid, and they're like, there's two types of systems or whatever. Anthony would probably know that. Like, one is where you can have like air conditioning and heat together, and one is like a single system where you get one or the other. And the way the building works is if 3 days in a row or more are under X degrees, then it goes to the heating system.
Yes.
Like under 40 or under 50.
Oh, I got you.
But it's like, I like to fucking sleep that way.
Yeah, of course.
It's just so irritating. It makes me want to not live there.
That's ridiculous.
Well, this makes up for it.
Do you know how great that would look all over your keyboard? And have some fucking chicken noodle soup.
You got a nice hot soup now. You're all set.
Hot soup.
Where's the egg whites?
Let's go to John in Jersey.
Oh, no.
Johnny!
You're shit out of luck, Mr. Norden.
SOL.
John.
Yo.
Hi,
What's
John.
up, John?
Hey, Dan, I wanted to see what you thought about that douchebag Olbermann getting fired. And one other thing,
Mm-hmm.
I was on checking out the weather this morning on weather.com, and they had a video on there of these cool little young sweethearts doing snow angels in bikinis.
Wait, did he get fired, though, or just walk because of his contract? I don't know if he got fired.
I think there's a lot more going on with that
there's
Olbermann
something
story
going on.
than they're letting out. He obviously, MSNBC gets shite numbers. Their numbers stink. You compare them to Fox, even CNN, they are at the bottom of the barrel. Olbermann was one show that was less shitty as far as ratings go than all their other shows.
But way behind the competition.
Way behind. Way behind.
I mean, I'm not an O'Reilly fan. I'm not an Olbermann fan either, by the way. Who do I hate more, O'Reilly or Olbermann?
Olbermann.
I think I would have to go Olbermann.
Olbermann.
And I should agree with some of his shit, and I just don't like the fucking guy at all. He comes across like a fucking douchebag. And I think the story goes he wanted more money.
Right.
That's what I think he's telling people. Mm-hmm. And the company's like, we're not giving you more money. Your ratings suck.
And they do. Although he gets a million people.
He was making $7 million a fucking year.
He made $7 million a year?
Yeah, for that.
Oh, wow, was he overpaid?
Yes.
Dude,
Exactly.
$7 million a year?
$7 million.
And then the rumor is Comcast, not a rumor, that did happen. There was a little takeover by Comcast of NBC, right?
Now that seems to be what a lot of people are talking about.
And the main Comcast guy's pretty big Republican.
And he's tired of this fucking station that's just not making money and sucks in the ratings. So they think that MSNBC, you might start seeing this little turn a little more to the right.
Right.
And Olbermann had to be the poster boy for get the fuck out of here.
No, our old producer Stuntbrain was following this very closely. I was reading his tweets over the weekend, and he blogged about it.
I was reading his tweets too. I was couldn't get to sleep, and I just I would read him and nod right off.
They'll do
it's
it.
like it's Ambien.
And he said that Olbermann gave up at least a month ago. He was watching, and, and realized that he was like kind of softballing his show about a month ago because he knew the end was near.
Well, he had that controversy about his political donations. He was suspended for a couple of days. When he came back, he apologized to his fans, but never apologized or said anything as far as the channel goes.
Right.
Maybe an apology, don't want to compromise the integrity of the MSNBC, whatever. He never said any of that. So obviously, him and his bosses have been at odds.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think it just came down to him wanting more money, them saying fuck you, and him saying, all right, I'm leaving. I think you're going to see him turn up on CNN, I think.
You think CNN will grab him?
I think CNN will grab him. A lot of the liberal news channels, which is pretty much all of them except Fox, they do have this back and forth thing that goes on a lot. So,
well, here's Olbermann from Friday night. This came out of nowhere. No one saw this coming as far as it happening on Friday.
Even the people he works with, I heard.
Yeah.
I think the same fantasy has popped into the head of everybody in my business who has ever been told what I've been told, that this is going to be the last edition of your show.
Oh.
You go direct.
By the way, and I really don't like this guy, but he did make me laugh. It's coming up. Because he talks about how in broadcasting you just don't get to say goodbye.
Yeah.
And you got to hear what he said when he was signing off at ESPN. I kind of liked him when he was at ESPN, when he wasn't talking all this political shit. All right, I interrupted, but you'll hear it.
Last edition of your show. You go directly to the scene from the movie Network, complete with the pajamas and the raincoat. And you go off on an existential, otherworldly verbal journey of unutterable profundity and vision. You damn the impediments and you insist upon the insurrections, and then you emit Peter Finch's guttural, resonant so. And you implore, you will the viewer to go to the window, open it, stick out his head, and yell. Well, you know the rest.
That's so true.
Yeah.
We all want to do that. When you realize it's your last show, you just want to have a fucking major scene happen.
Meltdown moment.
And you want to think your fans are going to be there for you. They're going to rally and fucking burn cars and turn them over. And you realize, no, you're just
another guy.
You're kind of left alone. For the most part.
Just another guy filling
For the
people's
most
time.
part.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you know the rest. In the mundane world of television goodbyes, reality is laughably uncooperative. When I resigned from ESPN 13 and a half years ago, I was literally given 30 seconds to say goodbye at the very end of my last edition of SportsCenter. As God is my witness, in the commercial break just before the emotional moment, the producer got into my earpiece and he said, can you cut it down to 15 seconds so we can get in this tennis result from Stuttgart?
That's kind of funny.
So I'm grateful that I have a little more time to sign off here. Regardless, this is the last edition of Countdown. It is just under 8 years since I returned to MSNBC. I was supposed to fill in for the late Jerry Nachman for exactly 3 days. 49 days later, there was a 4-year contract for me to return to this nightly 8 p.m. time slot, which I had fled 4 years earlier. The show gradually established its position as anti-establishment, from the stagecraft of Mission Accomplished to the exaggerated rescue of Jessica Lynch in Iraq, to the death of Pat Tillman, to Hurricane Katrina, to the nexus of politics and terror, to the first special comment. The program grew and grew thanks entirely to your support, with great rewards for me, and I hope for you too. There were many occasions, particularly in the last 2.5 years, where all that surrounded the show, but never the show itself, was just too much for me. But your support and loyalty, and if I may use the word insistence, ultimately required that I keep going. My gratitude to you is boundless, and if you think I've done any good here, imagine how it looked from this end as you donated $2 million to the National Association of Free Clinics, and my dying father watched from his hospital bed, transcendentally comforted that his struggles were inspiring such overwhelming good for people he and I and you would never meet, but would always know. This may be the only television program wherein the host was much more in awe of the audience than vice versa. You will always be in my heart for that.
Douche chili, right?
This is such pompous.
He's such a fucking idiot. He's always trying to have that moment where you go, there's Keith. There's something else about that.
That's it.
I just hate him. I shouldn't hate him. Like his speech, he's saying goodbye. You're supposed to be eloquent when you're saying goodbye.
Right.
You're not supposed to say peace. I'm out of here.
Why
But
not?
I just don't like the guy.
It makes as much sense.
You will always be in my heart for that, and for the donations to the Cranick family in Tennessee, and these victims of governmental heartlessness in Arizona, to say nothing of every letter and email and tweet and wave and handshake and online petition. Time ebbs here, and I want to close with one more Thurber story. It is still Friday. So let me thank my gifted staff here and just a few of the many people here who fought with me and for me. Eric Sorensen, Phil Alonji, Neil Shapiro, Michael Weissman, the late David Bloom, John Palmer, Alana Russo, Monica Novotny, my dear friends Rachel Maddow and Bob Costas, and my greatest protector and most indefatigable cheerleader, the late Tim Russert.
So, then he read a story. Do you want the story?
What story?
Stories
about aliens.
The one thing I'll say is they replace him with just a who gives a shit personality, and so it's MSNBC gets more blander.
Yeah,
more blander. Yeah. So I don't like the guy, but at least he got your blood pumping.
Yeah.
And now they replace him with Lori. What's her fucking name? I don't even remember her name already.
Not Rachel Maddow. No, she's
No,
Rachel Maddow's got her.
Rachel's
show.
the big rock star.
They brought
over
in
there
some
now.
other guy.
No, it's going to be a chick. It's going to be a girl. It's going to be a woman.
They brought in that.
Why don't they have liberals and conservatives on the same station? Like, why doesn't Fox have any liberals? Why don't the news? Why all we do is accuse them of being biased? Why don't you just mix up your pundits?
That's not the news anymore. It's just entertainment.
Right.
They turned it into entertainment, but a lot of people are slow to pick up on that still. They think they're actually watching the news. No, you're watching the news skewed for entertainment.
Newsertainment. It's called.
What's her name? They moved her up, which it's just going to be a very bland show.
I could have sworn it was some guy.
No, man. I forgot her fucking name. Look down. Someone will help you out there, Ant.
Yeah, I'm looking. No one knows because no one watches the fucking...
O'Donnell? Laura...
I thought that was a guy. O'Donnell.
Laura O'Donnell, right?
I thought it was a guy, O'Donnell. I swear, I have no clue.
Here's Keith Olbermann reading the story, and then we'll find out who's replacing him.
And now let me finish by turning again to this ritual of reading Thurber stories to you. I read these to my late father in the...
I think there might be a hidden meaning in the story he's about to read.
Oh, is there?
Because this is the last thing he said on MSNBC on Friday night.
Heavy-handed bullshit.
Hospital last winter, and then to you at his specific suggestion. It is from Fables for Our Time and Modern Poems Illustrated, published first in 1940, when they taught they taught these kind of things, the Aesop's fables, much more than they do now. This one is called The Scotty Who Knew Too Much by James Thurber. Several summers ago, there was a Scotty who went to the country for a visit. He decided that all the farm dogs were cowards because they were afraid of a certain animal that had a white stripe down its back. "You're a pussycat and I can lick you," the Scotty said to the farm dog who lived in the house where the Scotty was visiting. "I can lick the little animal with the white stripe, too. Show him to me."
The skunk?
It's Lawrence O'Donnell. You're right.
It is Lawrence O'Donnell. Okay. I think Rosie O'Donnell.
That guy's a bore, though, man. He really is a bore.
Well, it's the perfect guy to replace Olbermann, then.
Olbermann wasn't a bore. He just got under your fucking skin and got your blood boiling.
I don't even hate him for his opinions. I really don't. He's just liberal. I hate him because he
was never a bore. I'll be honest with you.
He's supposed to be this big pit bull, and he waited for his bosses to fire Imus, and then he went on and fucking lapped Jesse Jackson's asshole. I'll always hate him for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reverend, I put it to you.
Do you?
Pussycat, and I can lick you, the Scotty said to the farm dog who lived in the house where the Scotty was visiting. I can lick the little animal with the white stripe, too. Show him to me. Don't you want to ask any questions about him? Said the farm dog. Nah, said the Scotty. You ask the questions. So the farm dog took the Scotty into the woods and showed him the white striped animal, and the Scotty closed in on him, growling and slashing. It was all over in a moment, and the Scotty lay on his back. When he came to, the farm dog said, What happened? He threw vitriol, said the Scotty, but he never laid a glove on me. A few days later, the farm dog told the Scotty there was another animal all the farm dogs were afraid of. Lead me to him, said the Scotty. I can lick anything that doesn't wear horseshoes. Don't you want to ask any questions about him? Said the farm dog. No, said the Scotty. Just show me where he hangs out. So the farm dog led him to a place in the woods and pointed out the little animal when he came along. A clown, said the Scotty. A pushover. And he closed in, leading with his left and exhibiting some mighty fancy footwork. In less than a second, the Scotty was flat on his back, and when he woke up, the farm dog was pulling quills out of him.
Oh, boy.
What happened? Said the farm dog. He pulled a knife on me, said the Scotty. But at least I've learned how you fight up here in the country, and now I'm going to beat you up. So he closed in on the farm dog, holding his nose with one front paw to ward off the vitriol, and covering his eyes with the other front paw to keep out the knives.
Oh, boy.
The Scotty couldn't see his opponent, and he couldn't smell his opponent, and he was so badly beaten that he had to be taken back to the city and put in a nursing home. Moral? It is better to ask some of the questions than to know all the answers. The Scotty Who Knew Too Much, by James Thurber. Chris Hayes filling in for Rachel Maddow.
Is he trying to say he's Scotty?
Is he the...
No, he should be the shit the skunk fired. That's what he's saying.
He's the vitriol.
Yeah, I'm gunk.
Which one is he? Is he Scotty or the other? What is he? Is he the animal with the white stripe? I'm confused.
No, he's the guy that knows to ask questions.
Because no one else asks questions. Here's the Aesop was a twat, and I'm tired of his fucking
Aesop.
I never liked Aesop.
How can you?
Because you had to figure the shit out yourself. Why don't you tell me what you're trying to say?
Exactly. The moral of the story, what? 2 loads are better than 1 in a girl's face? That's the moral of the story I want to read. Getting your ass fingered feels great. That's the moral of the story.
Make it obvious. What are you trying to say?
And the Scotty got his balls licked and a finger in his ass. The moral of the story, wow, you come harder with a finger in your ass.
Aesop was a twat.
I despise Aesop. Cunt face.
Scotty Who Knew Too Much, by James Thurber.
James.
In for Rachel Maddow on the Rachel Maddow Show is next. Again, all of my greatest thanks. Widen the shot out just a little bit so we can do one of these last time.
Leave.
Thank you, Brian. Good night, and good luck.
What did he do?
He's too happy to leave, so I think he got what he wanted. I think he didn't want to be there anymore.
Well, for $7 million?
Figure what the fuck, I'll ask for more money, and
it's like $10 million. And they went, take a hike.
Yeah, see you later. So,
well, good riddance. I never liked him.
Not a big reaction to this.
No one cares.
A little bit here, a little bit there.
The day, or like not even the day, the moment it happened, everyone's like, bah, 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 bah.
He's not even smart enough to have his last show on a Thursday or a Monday. Everyone in media knows you don't do anything crazy on a Friday because no one reads the papers on the weekends or checks their internet as much on the weekend. So you usually try to wait and hit that news on a Thursday or a Monday. A lot of media companies, if there's something really bad going on, they will push it and get it out there on a Friday,
right?
Knowing that it won't be as covered as much.
Any news on Reg and why he
Regis
decided to
Regis is not retiring because he's too old.
Really?
It was over money.
Really?
He said fuck you, which is crazy because I think he's 80. And he fired his agent.
Wow.
Regis Philbin quitting live because of money fight. And Kelly Ripa was stunned by the announcement. She didn't see that one coming. Yeah, it has nothing to do with him wanting to retire. He's like, fuck you, I deserve more money, I'm out of here.
He's fucking how old?
I think he's 79, 80.
How much is he making?
Yeah, what
Who the fuck's going to pick him up? Someone else is going to pick him up and go against the live Regis and whoever the fucking broad is show?
Hell.
What is
What's
he
the matter,
doing?
TD Bag commercials not bringing in enough money. What does he have, a gambling problem?
I don't
What
know.
the fuck is going on?
What is he doing? He's not going to go anywhere else at that age. Who's going to pick him up?
No.
Maybe they will, I guess, but
I could be as big as Joey Bishop.
he's fucking 80.
Exactly.
How much more money does he need?
Yeah. No.
So,
Dumb.
Yeah, but it wasn't because he wanted to retire. It was a money issue. He said, fuck you guys.
Some move. Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, we all know Keith Olbermann will be back. That's why people like tweeting all excited and stuff all weekend long. I'm like, why are you excited? The guy will be back doing something pretty much high profile.
Maybe he'll do a podcast.
Probably sign here at Sirius XM for 3 days a week for $10 million a year.
You know, I never even thought of that. Yeah.
Because he's never really, I don't think he's done a lot of radio, so he's perfect for this place.
Perfect.
A name that hasn't done radio. He should get $10 million a year
They'll
easily.
all be patting each other on the back down the hall. You know who we just got?
Right.
Olbermann, don't say anything. We're going to put out a press release. We're going
Right.
to do a big thing.
Right.
And he's going to be in the building. He's going to be in the building today.
I got a text, by the way, from Roland. Regis got paid $20 million a year.
And he left. $20 million isn't good enough for an 80-year-old man?
What the fuck is he doing?
I think we all should make more money, meaning everyone listening to this fucking voice right now. But still, when you hit 80 years old and you're making $20 million a year, what's your problem? Holy shit.
And he's not particularly doing anything great. He's just
No.
palatable and likable. He's a friendly old man.
And he's like a gimmick, you know. You got the old bumbling guy. That's what he is.
Right.
Doesn't know much about what's going on today, and people seem to find that endearing. Kelly didn't know?
I guess not.
Bob Kelly.
Bob Kelly, yeah, that's what I was
Yeah, Bob Kelly had no idea.
Dude, Regis, dude, what are you doing, dude?
This fucking internet is enragingly horrible. Is it bad every day like this?
What happened?
It's fucking just... I can't open the Drudge Report or Twitter. It fucking stinks. How do they not get the internet right?
I don't know.
Every fucking day.
Doesn't matter. They signed Howard. Nothing matters anymore.
It's
Look at the
fucking-
studio. It's falling apart in front of our eyes.
I can't get on Gmail. I can't fucking get Twitter. It just sucks.
Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
Jesus.
I don't know why.
You gotta get hardwired in.
I know. I really do.
You gotta get hardwired.
Do you have an extra hardwire?
There's got to be a fucking router in here, right? I got a hard fucking wire right here. Yeah, I got a hard wire.
I'll say you do.
I got fucking...
I'm Wi-Fi and on my
I got Cat 5
iPad
right here.
pretty easily.
You need to get a fucking Cat 5, plug it into your fucking computer, and you're good.
What I need to get is the Verizon, the portable one.
Oh, you want to get that one?
I have it, but I just didn't bring it with me.
Are you going to switch service? Are you going to go Verizon?
Not yet, no, because Verizon will inevitably have problems with it. It's just the nature of the beast. You're going to have so many people going there.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're probably way more ready than piece of shit AT&T, I still think that AT&T might get a little bit better, and they may have a bit of an overload at first. But eventually, I'm sure I will.
I was talking to a couple of my pals over there at the Apple Store, and they were asking me, am I going to go to Verizon over AT&T? And I was like, no, because I've had every service. I've had every fucking service over the years. And AT&T that I have right now is no worse or better than any of them that I've had.
Really? Verizon even? Wow.
For me personally.
Oh, okay.
Because I've always had dropped calls, fucking bullshit, can't get online, can't do that. And then it starts working again. It's fucking, they haven't quite got it completely figured out as far as that goes. But I don't know. I have no problem. And then I think AT&T is going to get better because a lot of people are going to jump ship and go to Verizon. And then Verizon's going to have the problems with the overloading of their system.
I think they're just a better company, and I think they're just more ready for
I
it.
think they're a better company. But I don't know if it means I'm going to get better service. You know? I'll see. I'll talk to. I'll wait until other people have Verizon on their iPhone, and see, I'm not the Scotty that runs in and sticks my fucking nose up a skunk's asshole. I'm asking questions first. I'm not going in blind to Verizon.
So the moral is better
Thank
to ask
Keith
questions than have all the service on your phone.
Exactly.
I hate this fucking internet.
But was Keith Olbermann Scotty or not? He wasn't Scotty?
No. He was saying that Scotty is like everyone else.
What was he trying to say with that?
Scotty is all the people, the schmucks and dickheads that he's been surrounded by.
Did he ask too many
forever.
questions at MSNBC or not enough? I'm now
He's
confused.
asking too many questions.
He asked too many questions.
Too many questions. They wanted him to be Scotty. They wanted him to put his fucking hands over his eyes.
What a pompous
and
asshole.
go running in blind.
What a fucking asshole.
But no, he wouldn't do it. Scotty, my ass. Scotty.
They're blaming your computer problems on trannies, Jimmy.
Nor is that the website I'm going to. Now it's working.
Now it's working
Now
good
it's
for
working.
you?
But it won't in a minute. It'll just freeze up.
How long have we asked for a router in here and just hardwired fucking internet? Because every day I plug in this fucking computer, I don't have to put in a password. I don't have to fuck around. I plug it in and it fucking works. There should be a router under this desk with numerous cables coming off of it that anyone sitting at any one of these stations can plug a computer into, and you have internet. The fuck?
That's dangerous. And now they know that it works so well for you, they're going to take that away.
Oh, this wire's snipped tomorrow.
They're going to take it away from you.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a fire hazard.
Because nothing's easy.
Anthony's
around
got internet?
here. They don't want anything to be easy around here.
Sure.
All right, well.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fucking saw The Fighter over the weekend.
Oh, you did? How was that?
God damn, was that a good movie?
It was good.
Although I thought Wahlberg was a little too Hollywood for the part he played.
What do you mean?
It's Mark Wahlberg. It takes you out of the movie a little bit. Christian Bale, obviously a big, huge fucking Hollywood
Amazing.
actor. But the movie opens and he's on the couch with his brother. And you had to think twice. You go, oh, my God, that's right. That's Christian Bale.
Oh, he's talking with like a American accent?
Yeah, he's
Boston.
Lowell,
That motherfucker,
Massachusetts.
I don't think Christian Bale has used the same accent in any two movies.
Dude, he was so fucking good in this movie. I can't imagine him not winning the Academy Award. He was so goddamn good. He lost 30, 40 pounds for the role. They gave him a horrible, I'm in my 40s bald spot in the back of his head. He's smoking fucking crack.
Really?
He was. How good was he in that movie, Jimmy?
Amazing win the.
Oh, my God.
That's what he
look at
looked
him.
like.
Wow, he looks like shit.
That's the real guy too, right?
Is that the real guy to the right? Is that what they're trying to show there?
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, my God. He looks exactly like the guy.
He's just a younger version of the other guy by a couple of years. He has better teeth, but he really looks like that guy.
Holy shit, that's fucking creepy. Where'd you find that? Just Google image it?
Yeah, you just throw Christian Bale, the fighter, into Google Images. You can see it side by side.
Side-by-side comparison of Christian Bale and who he played in The Fighter. I mean, Wahlberg was definitely good, but I didn't think he was believable. He was too, polished to be this guy's brother.
Really?
Even though he was supposed to be the good son that didn't, wasn't as crazy as his older brother. But the movie itself was really fucking good, though. I loved it.
I also
really
loved
liked it a lot.
I haven't seen True Grit yet, but the King's speech was really good.
Was it good?
It was. Yeah, it was very well acted. And it's a true story. So
Yeah, I have no desire to see that. None whatsoever. None.
It just seems like it would be dull.
It was
Like
a little
it's not-
slow.
Like it's not a movie where, but I don't need fucking cars flipping over and exploding. I'm just saying, it seems like the story itself. Here's a king. He's got a speech impediment.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's going to come in and teach him how to speak properly. Wow! I can't fucking get excited
And
for
who
that.
gives a shit he doesn't speak properly? He's a king.
Who cares?
Would you give a fuck?
For the fucking right.
Have your whole life handed to you. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Gives a shite.
I wouldn't give a shit.
He
He
was-
was 120 pounds in The Machinist. Yeah, I know that, Todd. Thank you.
I was surprised how good this movie was. I was surprised.
He was way down there. He was probably 150 in this movie.
And then he went from The Machinist to Batman.
So he had
where he was all
bulked up,
jacked.
right?
It's like
You guys
I don't know how this guy does
You
it.
guys see the fighter, and it's pretty fucking good. And
I
man,
want to see that one.
And the
definitely.
sisters in this movie, you know, it's a family of 7, I guess, 2 boys and 5 girls. The sisters are the 5 ugliest women on the planet, right, Jim?
Fucking hideous.
They are so ugly in this
Really?
movie. And then I'm thinking, because this is when you know it's based on a true story, you got to think, holy shit! In real life, the sisters are really ugly. How do they feel that they're being portrayed as really ugly
slobs.
human beings? Right. One had like a unibrow.
Oh my God! Look at the difference.
That's the same guy.
Yeah.
A mere year and a half apart. We're looking at Christian Bale from The Machinist, and then obviously in Batman.
How much did he weigh in The Machinist?
120.
It's like 120.
120 pounds.
That was this fucking weird ass movie.
Yeah, it was.
And then it's like, how do you he must have just worked out every second of the day for a year.
And how is that good on his heart?
It can't be good.
It can't
for
be,
your
right?
health and other organs, your kidneys.
Right.
I don't know.
Skinny in The Machinist. Fucking. I also saw, which I liked a lot, was Social Network.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that good?
Yes.
Love the Social Network. I just thought they should have named the movie differently.
I agree.
You do?
Yeah, it's a weird name. It's not really. It doesn't. It's not indicative of anything. It was just bizarre.
Right. What do you like about the Social Network?
I thought it was well acted. The guy who played Zuckerberg was great.
He really was great. I think Christian Bale had a better performance, though.
Well, one would be leading, one would be probably.
He wasn't a lead in that?
Christian Bale would be supporting, because Wahlberg was the lead.
Oh, the Christian Bale has it.
Yeah, I think
fucking down.
Yeah.
How do you? Wait,
Colin Firth is going up for is probably going to be nominated for Best Actor.
How do you not look at Christian Bale as the main guy in that movie?
Now, I think supporting actor.
That's how good his performance was.
That's a weird thing with Hollywood. Like sometimes, like those roles, it's kind of hard to tell.
Right.
But I think
Christian Bale blew Wahlberg away acting.
Yeah, I agree.
He wasn't even close.
But he'll be supporting.
Okay.
Jeffrey Rush will be which they should not nominate Jeffrey Rush. He was decent in The King's Speech, but it was who gives a shit.
Kent, the movie guy,
gives a shit.
Kent is going to tell Ant why he would like The King's Speech.
All righty. Thanks.
This will get racist. I guarantee it.
Oh, really?
Or it has to have some kind of Nazi thing going on.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Actually, it does. It's a period film. You know, just before World War II started.
Meaning you have to have your period to watch the fucking thing. And that rom-com. Hold on, Kent. And they're selling every movie now as a rom-com.
A rom-com.
Remember that used to be a little side thing. You sort of heard it. Now they're all in naming the Jennifer Aniston fucking film a rom-com.
Any Jennifer Aniston film.
The new Ashton Kutcher film is a rom-com. It's a hot word in Hollywood right now.
Rom-com.
Rom-com. Go ahead,
They're
Kent.
all the same, and they're all terrible.
Go ahead, Kent.
But yeah, I think, Anthony, the reason you'd like it is it's almost, if you look at it, is the guy's going up against Hitler as a leader because it's right before World War II breaks off.
Yep.
And Hitler is this massively empowered speaker. Like, he gets people in a further. They are.
He certainly did.
Exactly. And then you have this stuttering, muttering, he's a coward, can't stand up to his own dad type of guy, and it's him having to muster up the courage, get over his own shit, and become a good speaker and get his people on the track that they need to be on to fight the Nazis. And if you look at the film from that angle, it's pretty interesting.
And he didn't want to be king. That he was.
But it's good to be
his
king.
brother left to marry whatever her name was. I don't remember her name.
American
from Baltimore. Yeah. The one who renounced the throne was because King George was the father, King George V, and then he died, and then the older brother was. Fair enough.
It just sounds like it could be great.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
It was Queen Elizabeth's husband, this guy. And the brother renounces the throne to marry the American woman. So now this mumbling, stuttering idiot his brothers all made fun of has to make public speeches. And he would always fucking stammer like a jizzbag on the fucking radio. It was actually, and you're like, all right, fucking idiot Duke of York.
Now, if you go to the movie, did you go to the movie and see that, Kent?
No, they sent me a copy.
Oh, that's too bad. I need someone that actually went and saw this in a theater, because when he's mumbling and stumbling like an idiot, you're allowed to laugh at that. But I bet you no one's laughing. I bet you no one's laughing in the movie theater.
Well, they gotta be. Come on, that's probably part of the
That's
charm.
like an About Schmidt thing where you openly laugh because it's hilarious.
It's part of the charm.
And then the old women will look at you and go, "Oh, how dare you! I can't believe you're fucking laughing at a stutterer."
No, I'm saying if you catch it on a table, I don't think you'd be disappointed. I mean, I wouldn't rush out when you've got some pretty kick-ass movies in the theater right now. So,
What's the best movie out right now?
I really dug Green Hornet. I really dug it.
Wow, that's getting like really strange reviews across the board.
Because it's not like when you look at your comic book movies now, you look at films like Watchmen, you look at films like The Dark Knight, Iron Man. They're all so serious. This movie has a lot of fun with its material. It's not afraid to have a character who is a complete screw up and pay its homages it needs to the original series while totally breaking new ground and being its own thing.
It's not too geeky because I'm not a geek. I don't like
No,
that.
I mean,
geek
it's got
shit.
gunfights. It's got Christoph Waltz from Inglourious Basterds. He's really good in it.
He is good.
I thought
Good
he was-
actor in it?
Yeah, that guy's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't see Inglourious Basterds still.
That's the beginning.
He won the Oscar for supporting in that, and he should have. He was a fucking dude. Every scene he's so menacing in, and it was such a brilliant performance because he doesn't try to be menacing.
Yeah, I
it's
gotta
like
see that.
he's affable. Is that the way you say it? Affable.
Yeah.
And personable and likable and just he's a pleasant man, and you know that he's just a murderous fucking sociopath. Really good.
Ken,
he has the best dialogue in the film by far, and they play up that scary factor. His character is obsessed with being terrifying in the Green Hornet. Like if someone says you're not quite as scary as you should be, he goes nuts and he shoots them with a double-barreled Desert Eagle.
Okay. Hey.
Right.
Ooh. All right, so I got to check out the Green Hornet. I got two really quick questions. I got Scotty Pilgrim sitting on my desk. Do I watch this movie? Is it a geek movie?
It is, it's got video game references.
Did you see it?
No, it's sitting at my house too.
You have no desire to put it in. Why?
Not really.
Ron Bennington loved it.
He did?
He loves that movie.
Well, if Ronnie B liked it,
Then
then
I gotta
I'm
fucking
watching
watch
it.
it.
Yeah, you got to watch it. It's just a fun movie. Like, it's got throwback references to old 80s video games and stuff like that, and great music. It's got a really solid
Fucking
soundtrack.
Ronnie B doesn't need a speech therapist.
No, he's the best.
That motherfucker talks like a king.
He's the best.
He's the best. And
But,
the other,
what was your other question?
not a question. I didn't know how to bring this up to the guys. I saw Paul Giamatti's latest film. Holy shit, what a depressing flick.
Which one is that?
I haven't heard it.
I
heard
forgot
it
the
was
name of it
horribly
even.
depressing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
horribly depressing. It's not going to do well at all. It was a very good movie, but
What's the name of it?
I'm trying to remember even what the fucking name. I was hoping Kent was going to help me out here, but he didn't see the movie.
No, I've heard it's like his last few projects have been really hard. Ever since he did Lady in the Water.
Oh, here comes Roland, because he was the one who gave me this movie to watch, and I was like, why am I watching this? It's so fucking depressing.
I love a good depressing movie.
I hate them.
Yeah, get on mic. Barney's Version, it's called.
Barney's Version?
Oh.
Give me, Roland, could you explain Barney's Version to Anthony and Jimmy? We're talking movies right now. A little movie break for everybody.
Very well acted with Dustin Hoffman. Just depressing though.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman's in it.
Oh, Hoffman's in it?
Yeah.
Can I have a copy of it?
No.
I think I got mine still. I'll bring it
No,
in.
I have one. Do you want to?
I get screener copies of a lot.
It's one of those movies. Like, why am I watching this? I don't want to be fucking all weirded out.
I'll watch it today if you can get it.
It's
to me.
sad.
I know, it's too sad.
And then Giamatti starts losing his mind in this movie. It's like, oh my god, he doesn't remember the people who love him, and
His marriages, too.
What the fuck?
Oof.
His marriage breaks up because he had one little fling, and he meets the woman of his dreams at his own wedding.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's when he got married.
So then you think he's just a fucking Jewish pig, and it turns out he's not. He found his soulmate actually at his wedding. It's a fucking.
This doesn't sound
well
fun.
acted though, man. Hoffman was great in it. He was great in it, and so was Giamatti, obviously. Take a ride through the life and memories of Barney Panofsky, a hard-drinking, cigar-smoking, foul-mouthed, 65-year-old hockey fanatic and television producer. As he reflects on his life's successes and numerous gaffes. and failures as the final chapters of his own existence come sharply into focus. Would you see that, Ant?
No.
I know you wouldn't.
It just doesn't sound like anything I'm interested
But it
in.
wasn't a rom-com.
A rom-com.
But the King's Speech is awesome, though.
Yeah, people saw that in theaters. Ken, thank
Yeah,
you.
Colin Firth was very
Well,
good.
I have one quick thing I want to tell you guys about, or get your opinion on.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's this new technology they put out for being able to see 3D without glasses, where they put these little electrodes on the side of your head that blink your eyelids at the correct rate so you see 3D.
That's
fucking awful.
up.
Was that
Wait, what do you mean
sound?
blinks your eyelids?
That's fucked
Well,
up.
okay, Anthony, you know how shutter glasses work, where
Yeah.
each side opens and closes really rapidly, so you feel like
Alternately.
you're seeing
Right.
alternately. They have these two little electrodes they stick on the side of your head that alternately blink your eyelids at the same frame rate.
Not literally blinking your eyelids like an
Literally blinking your
an
eyelids.
electrical charge into your fucking eyelid muscles.
What if you
see a movie?
What if you get up and you got to take a leak or go to the fucking kitchen and get some food?
This movie's
This
great.
is nothing they would ever put in theaters, but they're talking about putting it in CES next year, having a demonstration up in this.
They can't allow this technology.
No, that fucks with your body too much. It's
Yeah, but I
insane.
want you guys to see it. Go to tinyurl.com/3D no glasses.
3D no
One word at
glasses.
the end.
Ah, it's
3D
insane.
no glasses.
That
There's
really-
a video of the guy's eyelids just fluttering.
It's like Nazi stuff.
That's like Clockwork
like he's
Orange
having-
Yes,
shit.
Clockwork Orange.
What, are they going to just fucking keep your eyelids open so you can see fucking something? What would it be?
Me Gullivers.
Right.
By the way, your kid loved the Clockwork Orange voices. I had a little tiger. I bought his son a little tiger, and I just kept doing clockwork lines. Hello, my health won't allow it. And hello, Frank. And all that. And the fucking kid was all smiles.
My son was.
He really enjoyed the clockwork.
My son was fascinated by Jim Norton.
He's a good
yesterday.
boy.
He was
Who
fascinated.
isn't?
And the kid almost broke his nose on Saturday night. Look at this video of the fucking eyelids blinking.
This is crazy
They
stuff.
can't allow this.
No, this can't be real.
Isn't that terrifying?
Of course it is.
It looks awful. Who the fuck needs their eyes manipulated? Put the glasses on.
That would fucking.
I hate having to wear glasses over my glasses.
That's not real.
We got to try this, though.
It's not real.
You think this is just a goof?
Yeah, this is a goof.
Send Sam to CES next year. The guy swears he's going to have one there.
Dude, this is a goof.
Film him with his
This is
big dopey
fake.
eyes.
Oh, this
is fake.
The video we're watching, this
And
guy
smart.
came up with the technology?
The French guy who put it on is demonstrating it, and another guy.
That's not a goof. He's really making his eyes. You
Yeah,
can't make your eyes move
I
like
don't
that
know.
unless you got some kind of electrodes on the
I
side
don't
of your
know.
head.
I'm seeing some kind of fucking trickery here.
There's
Do you think
no
it's bullshit, Ant?
There's
Yeah, I
no
think it's bullshit.
fucking way they would allow that
The
technology.
thing's too small for whatever he's stuck on the side of his head by his eyelids are too small.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
A lot of people saying, Kent, they're saying the 3D technology is a hoax. Hold on,
I think it's a hoax.
Let me go to Chris in
Kent.
Pittsburgh. Chris,
Hey, how you doing, guys?
hey brother.
Hey, yeah, what's it called? Actually, late last week, I was reading up on, some what viral hoaxes are and shit like that. And they said that it's a complete hoax. They said it's just LED lights basically sticking to the side of the guy's head, and they just did some sort of video editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to basically mess with people and get them all like, oh, what the fuck's going on? So yeah, it's complete bull.
You could see like something was weird with his eyes. They were like,
And Kent, you see what you just did to yourself? You said I have one more thing. You had an A+ phone call. Now we got to give you a B-.
Either way,
B-
the
for your
video's
phone
3D,
call.
and I hope it's real.
All right. Thank you,
That's all I'm
Kent.
gonna say.
And thank you, Chris in Pittsburgh.
Hey, no problem.
All right, man. Let me say hi to Chad in Jersey. Chad.
Hey, I saw King's Speech in the theater, and a lot of people were laughing.
Good. They should be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was laughing, my wife was laughing, and nobody was like, hey, that's not okay, shit like that.
Of course it's okay. If someone's stuttering, you laugh. I'm sorry for the stutterers out there.
No, you mean you're sorry for them.
Sorry.
Florentine's the biggest piece of shit. Like, he laughs at domestic violence scenes in movie theaters.
Jesus.
Like, Once for Warriors was so good, had such brutality in it. And he was laughing when, like, fucking Jake the Muss is fucking savagely beating his wife.
And then others saying they weren't laughing in the theater they saw the movie in, so.
Cool. Now I'm disconnected again.
You're disconnected again?
Sure.
Why? What happened?
Oh, I don't know.
What happened? What happened?
That's some kind of compute magic.
Speaking of technology, I was reading an article on. You see what they're trying to do with the cell phones and texting? I don't know how they get this done, though.
You can't do it when you're driving?
Yeah, they're trying to get this done, and they're trying to get the, like
Well, they put
the
them
AT&Ts and the Verizons on board. And basically your phone.
For what? What if you're in the car with somebody who's fucking driving?
That's what thank you, because that's what I read in the article. They're like, yeah, how the fuck do they know who is driving and texting at the same time? What if you're just a passenger bored, you got an 8-hour ride, so you're on your phone the whole fucking time?
Yeah, how about you don't...
Or what if you're in a bus or something?
How about they stop technologically trying to do everything? How about you figure out drinking and driving first, assholes?
Hey, I figured it out. Just drink and then you...
You know what? Drinking and driving, obviously really bad, but that texting...
It's amazing how much worse it is.
I know I could go 70 and text.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I could do it. But there are people out there that can't fucking do it.
Here's the problem is when you're drinking and driving or you're around people that are drinking and driving, let's say it's Saturday night, you're fucking driving home, you're going to get some people weave in and go like, oh, that guy's fucking drunk.
Right.
Brr, look at him.
It's very
Better
obvious.
watch him. It's obvious. But when you have people texting and driving, it's every day during like noon, you're driving and just seeing people coming over into your lane.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is great. Now there's 20 times more, at least, probably 100 times more around you.
I see
people that are still weaving in and out of lanes and driving like they're
I see
drunk.
way more people, I'm just going to reiterate what you just said, fucking coming into your lane because they're texting than because they're drunk.
Yes.
Way more. Way more. It's not
Yes.
even close.
It's a lot more dangerous, I think.
But they're trying to get this technology. I really don't know how they could figure that shit out, but they're trying.
either.
But it would be voluntary, which is stupid too, because who would sign up for that plan? Like they have
No
that
one.
technology. Are you going to go? I got to sign up for this plan to
I
make sure
want
I personally don't text when I'm driving.
Yeah, it's
Obviously, it would help the parents
Parents.
out, the parents and their kids. But
parents. Girl's trying to make a call while she's being raped in the fucking car and she can't. How about that?
But you know what? I say the kids know how to drive and text because that's all they
Really?
know. It's the old people that never had it before. Now, like, fuck, I could text and drive at the same time. They can't figure it out.
Well, old people shouldn't be fucking driving. They're my fucking texting or driving. God, are they bad? Just get out of the way. Right lane, move. 3 abreast. Fucking despicable. I'm trying to get somewhere that I
Rolling.
don't have to be right away, but I feel compelled to get there fast. I'm the worst.
I love it. Roland.
Yes.
Anything else about movies?
I saw The Company Man this week.
Company Man?
It was pretty good.
How's that?
What's that movie about?
With Ben Affleck about the unemployment, what's going on. Like a big company laying them off and struggle to find a job. And I saw The Dilemma.
Oh, how bad was that? It's getting horrible
King's
reviews.
Speech probably got more laughs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dilemma's with who?
Kevin James and
Kevin James, right?
And Vince Vaughn.
I like Kevin, but Vince I'm tired of.
I saw Kevin James' stand up. He's funny.
Yeah.
His movies suck though.
This is Vince being
His movies
Vince.
suck.
Yeah.
He played the fat guy in Grown Ups.
He wasn't
He
supposed
did all
to
the
be,
fat jokes.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in this movie, but since they say he brings in more money than Will Smith.
Kevin James.
Wow,
James.
does he really?
Wow.
Yeah,
For
overall.
what? People actually think he's funny out there.
Middle America loves him.
Middle America.
It was supposed to be Vince Vaughn and Paul Giamatti for The Dilemma.
Oh, really?
Like a miserable friend.
And that's a Ron Howard flick, right?
Yeah.
Trying to do some comedy.
It was painful.
Painfully bad.
Yeah, I hung in there for 2.5. It was like 2 hours, 2
Good.
hours, 5 minutes.
Ron Howard wouldn't come in. I'm glad his movie was awful.
Yeah, why didn't he come in for that?
Hey, yeah.
Probably because he saw it.
Oh,
Oof.
He probably knew.
He would have called in, but what do we say? It's, a lot of right.
A lot of laughs. Yeah,
What is
fine.
it?
Shut
What
up.
are we gonna hear?
Really bad?
Yeah, I mean, it's a few laughs. I mean,
What the paper is, they found a couple dummies to give it a good review for the advertising.
they probably made the poster. That's why.
Give me the paper. I mean, it's right there. Laugh
Those are
out
make the
loud,
posters,
funny.
those little
and-
one-liners.
Yeah.
The Dallas Star,
Those are guys that have no
Kentucky
fucking pride.
Press.
The ones they go to when they know their movie's so bad,
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, man, I need a good review for my movie so I could get the advertising in the paper." And they're shameless. Yeah, no problem. I'll do that.
Who will
for you.
do it?
or called Ben Lyons.
It's always some weird like never heard of type of reviewer from a never heard of type of blog
that they
newspaper.
can quote.
Yeah.
And he wants to be quoted.
Give me the paper. Let's see if it's in there right now.
Yeah, or they get Jeffrey Lyons' son, Ben Lyons. He praises
is he a whore?
Beyond.
Which one?
Take them both.
Ben Lyons is a whore. He'll do this shit.
Massive whore.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they
We should
travel.
point out the whores.
Well, they take him out. He'll fly to Cairo to interview the cast of Jumper.
Right.
And then he'll come back saying it's the best action movie. You must see it.
And Jumper sucked, right?
Oh, yeah.
I never saw Jumper. You see Jumper, Ant?
Nope.
No desire to see the Jumper?
No desire. There's so many movies I just look at and go, I'll never see that. I don't care to see it. And it doesn't bother me if I never see it. So many of them. And occasionally there's those middle ground movies where I'll be like, what's this? Or I'll catch it right at the beginning and be like, something looks interesting here.
Right.
And I'll realize what it is and go, ugh. I didn't think I wanted to watch that.
Like, I'll see National Treasure on TBS like 12 times.
Yeah.
That was good?
It was good.
Obviously.
It was really good.
Yeah, they don't have the movie advertisements today. It was all in yesterday's paper, and I couldn't believe it. I'm seeing these great reviews for Dilemma. I'm like, the movie's getting fucking horrible reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. So who is this whore? And I meant to make a mental note of the whore that decided to sell his soul so he could be in the paper.
So he's the
Give it
Dallas
a good
Morning
review
Sun.
for Dilemma. Yeah, that is one of them.
They do it for every movie.
Yeah, it's not in today's paper, unfortunately. So that was a waste of time. Which means we should just fucking break.
Oh.
Opie and Anthony. You're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus. Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
We lost Jimmy for the day, I think.
Jimmy is...
he's so obsessed with the whole internet problem that...
No, he's not obsessed. He's upset.
Oh, look, he's yelling as I say that.
Dude.
What happened, Jimmy?
Jimmy is so... And
I just told Anthony that
so.
we lost you for the show.
I'm having
a meltdown.
literally fucking... I don't know why a bad internet connection makes me so angry, but I have...
I know why. This is a media company. We should never have to talk about how we have a bad internet connection. This isn't some fucking plumbing company.
On a Mac, you have a little... It looks like a slice of pizza, a pizza wedge, which shows you the connection strength. Starting from... The lines get darker as they go up. I have full connection strength. And I am getting kicked offline every fucking 10 minutes.
It is... infuriating.
How many times? I can't even talk about it.
I know.
It's hitting
really
me with
upset.
such a rage.
Yeah.
Because it's unnecessary. I've heard you guys complain. I've heard Danny complain. And I had problems with the iPad. Remember when the iPad wouldn't do it? And then I just kept getting kicked off. Kept getting fucking kicked off.
And the password is like 8,000 characters long. And
Oh, they got to protect their. I don't know what they're protecting with the password that we have to get on. It's unbelievable.
Can you get us a hardwire in this fucking place? Whoever the IT guy is, he's fucking terrible.
We see.
Fucking terrible.
But see, this is the first day we're bitching about it, so that they're not aware of this.
Dude, I've complained about it. The iPad kept how am I... You're not connected to the internet. And then I want to put my fist through my laptop. And it's not my laptop's fault.
No, of course not. Well, here's the problem, if anyone's listening, because now we have their attention. Because they listen down the hall, and then they go, well, we never knew there was this problem. Meanwhile, yes, they did. We need a fucking router for this room. Okay, did you find a Cat 5?
Yeah, Wait, it's that easy?
Yes.
Wait, it's that easy? We've been bitching about this for months.
Yeah, I just ripped it out of something that was.
We've probably been bitching about this for over a year.
But why did you have to do that when literally we have done nothing but complain about this internet connection?
Right.
I'm constantly getting fucking... What does this fucking cunt fucking internet do? Does it just keep resetting? We gotta make sure it's you. We gotta make sure it's you. We gotta make sure it's you. Is it you? Is it you? It's me. I work here.
Oh my God! I don't mean to laugh. Jerry.
Oh, you're right though. It's silly.
What do you mean you don't mean to?
Then now I'm back. Now I'm back online. Did you do something? Danny?
No. Fuck that. Fuck your wireless. Plug it right into the goddamn.
This might not work though.
Why?
It might not be set. Like the box I have it coming out of might not be set up.
Pop it in there.
All right. Jimmy's popping in.
Yeah.
To the what? Is that a Cat 5?
Cat 5.
Nice.
Thank you. Now
All right.
turn my airport off.
Now-
Might not do the trick because I'm not sure if that's.
Oh boy, I
Well, we'll give
pray
it-
it doesn't work.
No.
I'm praying
Oh,
it
God,
doesn't
no.
work. Why?
Oh, God, no.
This is fun.
You should have seen when you were
This
out of the
is fun.
studio, he was hitting the walls with stuff.
That's good. Thanks, Danny.
You got it?
Thanks,
Now,
Danny.
no more wireless. No more
Wait a minute.
bullshit. You
Wait,
plug that
what?
in every day now, and you're golden.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about? It was that easy to fix?
Yeah.
We had to plug something
And
in.
we've been waiting a year for
Because
a
the
wire?
wireless internet here, the Wi-Fi is bullshit.
Terrible.
In here.
There's a lot of things that I would just love to do, but the way that's not the way things work around here. You can't just do something like you have to go through like 8 different levels of people.
I know.
So I'm just tired of it, and I just don't ask anymore. So now I'm just going to start doing shit. So I just did that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
The levels you have to go to get anything done around here is it's just unbelievable.
I can't
It
believe
was
how
that easy
angry
to
that
fix.
made me, dude. Like,
you know how many emails
wow.
that was supposed to take to get a lousy wire?
Watch
You-
how fast it is
You just
now,
broke
too.
the whole system. You're in trouble.
Watch how fast it
I'm
is.
zipping all over.
Because it's hardwired
My
now.
computer doesn't know what to do. It's actually flashing error messages. They're like, what is this strange invasion? It's the internet.
Is it flashing that?
Yes. Yes. It won't. I purposely leave the H's because what happens is they call me the over H using kid. So I put them down sometimes. Thank you, Dan.
Well, there you go. Cat 5.
God,
Well, at least they figured out our Super Bowl trip, which is good. So
Oh, that
we'll
was
see you guys down in
That
Dallas.
was one of the funniest things ever.
Let me ask you. I'm not saying they are, but does sales here not do what they're supposed to do, or is it just one of those things that
There
didn't work
is.
out?
You know what? Fuck it. What do I have to lose? There's a lot of people around here that don't do what they're supposed to do.
No, but I mean, aside from us, I mean,
a lot of people. They actually came to us and said, "Hey, you guys want to go to the Super Bowl?" And I laughed at them. I'm like, "Yeah, I do, but it's impossible at this point. You have to plan for a Super Bowl minimum. I would say 6 months.
6
in
months
advance.
out.
Minimum.
6 months out.
They came to us a couple weeks ago and said, "We're putting a Super Bowl trip together." I laughed at them. I'm like, "What plan do you think you're on? You can't fucking plan a Super Bowl 2, 3. Maybe I'm exaggerating. A month out? I don't even think it was a month out.
No, it wasn't even. It was like a couple of weeks.
It was a couple of weeks ago, which would technically be, I guess, a month out. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is the type of thing you got to do almost a year in advance to be safe.
Can't
6 months, maybe you could get it done.
plan a Super Bowl appearance where the show has to fly to a location halfway across the country.
Right? We don't have.
You need to make
Yes, Erod.
relationships and fucking hotels.
Yes, Erod.
Logistics.
I just want to go on saying that since last January, when you guys said you wanted to go to the Super Bowl, I've been on their case about you going. Been saying it at sales meetings and other stuff, and I kept being told that, we got time, it's too far out. Since
Hasn't even
last
happened
year.
Yeah. And this is the stuff that drives me nuts. And you bring it up, and then you guys bitch too much. Well, yeah, because we want things done right.
When I
we
was
would
allowed
love to go to the Super Bowl. It's a big deal. But you can't come to us a couple weeks ago and go, "Hey, you guys want to go to the Super Bowl? We're trying to make that happen." I'm like, "What? We would be in a hotel in Austin at this point."
I wouldn't mind. Who cares?
Austin's pretty cool.
Be a nice trip.
Right.
Thank you.
I was willing to go just for the trip. I
Yeah,
thought,
just to do it and make fun of it.
I never, and
I
this is
didn't
the
even-
God's honest truth.
I didn't even think twice about
I
it.
never expected this to come to fruition.
No.
Right when it was brought up, I was like, hey, would you guys like to, go down to the Super Bowl and broadcast? And I went, of course. I went, yeah, that sounds great. But I wasn't like, hey, I'm going to the Super Bowl. I just went like, okay, how long before this falls apart? And then it was, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It kept getting waved off.
Of course.
Literally waved off.
'cause
Oh,
no-
we'll get to that.
Because a
at
lot
another
of people
time.
don't know what they're doing around here.
I thought of
They
so
really
many
don't.
things and places and just events that we've done over the years on nothing, by the way, on shoestring budget, where it was just us in a club, us fucking, hey, we want to thank the listeners, so we're going to go to a bar and just fucking hang out with our listeners for a while. No broadcast, no sponsored event, no thing. But now it's just, that shit just doesn't happen.
Nah.
Doesn't happen.
This is the same thing that happened with Homeless Shopping Spree when we tried to
remember?
bring the softball games back.
Well, the homeless shopping spree was brilliant because they actually came to me and said, "We're going to get this done for you."
Yeah.
And then when
That
they
turned into.
and then when they decided they needed to ask the malls for permission, I'm like, okay, I guess we're not going to be doing the homeless shopping spree.
We need the mall
But
to sign off on the fact that if a homeless guy fucking rapes a 3-year-old,
Right.
the mall isn't responsible.
Right. So,
but then you get that answer, and also, there wasn't enough time to get everything together. But we were pitching it since the summer.
I know the real deal. You could say whatever you want to my face.
Just bringing it up.
I know the real deal.
Do you know?
Yes, Jimmy.
What did you just say, Iraq? I lost my thought about
Homeless shopping spree.
homeless shopping. Oh, right. When I did the last piece for the Tonight Show, it was we went to Arizona and we shot this piece outdoors. It was like a silly contest, and the winner got tickets for the BCS.
Right.
And I just kept saying to them, because it's such a. I'm like, do you know how impossible everything we're doing right now would be in radio? Like, do you know how the lawyers, and I know people get sick of the lawyers, but literally, NBC did it for to be filmed. Like, do you know how badly this would get fucked up by fucking lawyers in the radio? And I don't know why radio is so much harder to do than television when it comes to attorneys. I don't know why.
Yeah, I really don't either.
But literally, they are so fucking paranoid. It's like, just get insurance.
I can't even watch some shows anymore without the only thing I'm thinking is, how the fuck did they get this done? I was watching Mythbusters the other day, and it was that one where they had a 747. And what they would do is crank the engines up full blast on the runway and then tow various vehicles like a taxi cab and a school bus behind 747 jet engines and watch it get flung at. It's like, how did they do that?
Mm-hmm.
Who talked to who where they went, yep, I got a 747.
Did you see Jackass 3D? They had
I did.
They lit up an engine, and they were trying to like run into it and piss into the into it. It's hysterical.
You can't. They won't let us piss in the studio because it's obscenity, but they can piss on Jackass.
They were throwing shoes into the jet wash to try to like smack into other people. It was fantastic.
It's like fucking, it makes no sense. How come nothing could be done?
Are we going to be allowed to keep that wire without an email chain?
I guarantee there's going to be some kind of problem with Jimmy's wire. This is pertaining.
Can you label that Jimmy's wire?
I already did.
Please do that.
You don't think I didn't foresee all of this?
Jimmy's wire. I want to see how long it takes before they yank that out and go, look, you didn't go through the proper channels. We're going to have to yank the wire until we email back and forth for the next 3 weeks straight.
It's
Insert executive's name here.
Yeah, Jimmy's wire, the internet wire. We're gonna have to talk about this. Give me a call back if you can. Engineering, it was put in without their knowledge, and there's something about the if switch that has to be taken care of, and this will cause a problem. So Jimmy's wire. I sent a memo out called Jimmy's Wire.
Jimmy's Wire.
Jimmy's Wire is going to be a problem.
Jimmy's Wire. I guarantee you Jimmy's Wire.
I don't blame the
is
individuals. I blame the guy who put the system in place.
Yes.
Where it has to be all sorts of emails, and you got to go to the proper channel.
You got to get legal permission. Then plus they have to set up an official list
start,
of rules that apply to using the wire.
You got to start 37th floor, and eventually you'll have a meeting on the first floor. Of course, you have to have a meeting on every floor between 37 and the first floor. And then maybe the wire will be able to stay. Thank you.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Poor Jimmy's Wire is so short for this world.
Can I say something? Jack LaLanne let everybody down. Let's stop already. 96 years old. This fucking guy should have made it to 100 without even fucking flinching.
What are we talking about? Winnie Churchill there? Winnie Churchill?
Yeah. Winston Churchill died.
Big, fat, cigar-smoking fuck who had the stress of World War II on him and didn't exercise at all.
Didn't eat properly.
Ate horrible English fatty foods.
Could you look up Winston Churchill, maybe? Winston Churchill died. Now, he died 46 years ago today at the age of 90. 46 years ago, the food was really bad for you. I mean, really bad.
Oh, horrid.
The cigarettes were way worse for you, 46 years ago. And that's when he died, actually. So
Yeah.
the prime of his life was a real fucking long time ago. And he made it to 90 without even trying.
Yep.
Without even trying to keep his body in shape.
And he was fat. Man, it's amazing,
He was
right?
a mess. He was a disaster.
Jack LaLanne didn't have a scoop of ice cream in the last 50 years.
No, him and his dumb juicer.
Didn't enjoy himself, and he fucking only made it to 96. And like you said earlier, George Burns smoked his way to 100.
Smoked his way, cigars every day, living on the road.
I'm telling you, this Jack LaLanne let a lot of people down.
Yeah.
Proving that exercise and eating right just doesn't work in the end.
All he did his whole life is exercise and eat properly and drank his juice.
Right. He didn't have a nice, juicy steak on a Friday night.
Oh, not
He sacrificed
Jack
all that pleasure.
God.
No, the wire was not installed by a union guy. That could be a problem, too.
That's a problem, too. The union guy would have been very upset.
Yeah, we're not allowed to touch technical stuff around here. So there's going to be there'll be some. Please, when the problem hits, I don't care what time it is today.
Yeah, please, let us know.
Please email me and Aunt and Jimmy.
The fact that D-Boy and Danny fixed the problem in a mere matter of minutes.
Something we've been
after
bitching about
it's
for a
just
year.
been so long this problem's been going on is typical.
Look at this place falling down. They were supposed to redesign the studio. It's just kind of sitting in limbo. It's starting to kind of take on the feel of a hoarder, this fucking studio. You see the piles?
Hoarder's house.
You see the piles?
Look
Look
at
around.
the corner. I don't even know what that is.
Like, it's just, no one gives a fuck.
No.
They signed the big guy, and that's all that matters. Everybody else will now just go back to business as usual. That's their philosophy. I'm not even bitching at the guy himself. You know, God bless you if you could fucking squeeze money out of these guys, because we tried and we failed miserably.
Squeeze a load out. It was my own, all over my stomach.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
All right, we got. We didn't play Kevin Smith talking about Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I want to hear about that.
It was on Mark Maron's, right?
Because he hinted
to
about
us,
it
too.
on our
He kind of
show, yeah.
hinted because he was in the middle of promoting the movie at that point.
Now, Jimmy, did you see anything on set that might have led you to believe there was a problem? Because you did a scene.
I did.
With Bruce Willis.
Yes.
And did you see anything that might have led you to believe, there could be an issue here?
No, well, Bruce was, here's what I noticed. He was he was kind of directing with Kevin. Like, and I'm sure that's not Kevin's choice, but Bruce was kind of like, hey, let's do this. Let's, and you know, he seemed like he was very dominating on the
scene you did with him?
Yeah. And somebody said to me, it was not Kevin, it was actually somebody on the behind the cameras that's not famous side, and said, well, he knows he's the reason we got $50 million or whatever it was. So, you know, but it didn't, again, I only saw the one day, and it didn't seem like there was any tension between them. It just seemed like, wow, he's really got a lot to say.
Kevin kind of hinted on our show, and then my brother went and saw him in the round out there at the old Westbury Music Fair, whatever the fuck they call it now. I think it was Westbury Music Fair. And, wow, he openly talks about it in his stage show now.
Yeah. Now he has got no qualms
And
about.
He went on Mark Maron's podcast, which is quickly.
It's a great podcast,
which
man.
is quickly becoming the podcast to listen to. The New York Times did an article on it. I think it made Rolling Stone magazine. Yeah, Mark Maron's onto something.
So Mark is he's a really good interviewer. I didn't mean to go from great to really good, but he like really fucking. He asks smart questions. He's engaging. It's a fucking great what the fuck WTF. It's a great
podcast. Yeah, you could get it on iTunes and all over the place. But Kevin Smith on Mark Maron's podcast. Check this out.
I'll tell you, honestly, I might make an argument that marketing of Cop Out might have diminished your ticket sales. Because that billboard was fucking everywhere. And I gotta be honest with you, Kevin. I mean, I looked at that billboard and I said, I've already seen that movie.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there was nothing about that poster that was screamed like, holy shit, this is the original. But to be fair, nothing about the movie was. The whole movie is an homage picture. We just wanted to make an 80s
Beverly Hills Cop.
Movie. It had to look like something you'd seen before. At least that's what I hoped they were thinking.
Right.
But I know the real story. The one guy wouldn't even sit for a fucking poster shoot. So essentially they have to go like, okay, we got one guy who
names
will.
all of a sudden?
Yeah, everybody knows who it is. It ain't, let me put it this way. Remember the really funny guy in the movie? It ain't him. He's a fucking dream. Tracy Morgan.
Holy shit, he wouldn't even fucking sit for a poster
shoot. That's fucking
What a
bad.
fucking dick. What a fucking asshole.
Let me put it this way. Remember the really funny guy in the movie? It ain't him. He's a fucking dream. Tracy Morgan, I would lay down in traffic for the rest of my life for Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Because were it not for Tracy, I might have killed either myself or someone else in the making of fucking
So you were
Cop Out.
disappointed.
Beyond disappointed. It was look, I
Because
went in there,
that's why you went into the movie.
it was one of the main reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, look, while I was there, I was able to accomplish everything else I needed to accomplish, and as much as learn about marketing, understand how to work on a team with others and shit.
And you know what? Honestly, you were given the gift of not having to tell your dad that Bruce Willis was a dick.
Yeah. Ultimately, there's that. But let me tell you,
Yeah.
I'm sure he knew. He knew from the fucking jump. I wish he just could have communicated to me from the afterlife. Yeah, it was tough. It was difficult, dude. I've never been involved in a situation like that where one component does not come.
He's not in it.
He's not in the box at all.
Yeah,
it's not.
He's just doing a job so he can get by.
I've heard of. Yeah, it was fucking soul.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Really, so, but again, that's not a lot of people are like, you're just trying to blame the movie on him. No, but look, I had no fucking help from this dude whatsoever.
But the sad part of that story on a personal level is as a kid who grew up in New Jersey, who loved fucking Bruce Willis, and you get this big opportunity and you get disappointed by your fucking hero. I mean, that is really the worst moment, and it's something that you're probably going to have to do again, given the business that you're in.
No, he changed everything for me, though.
No, I just mean meeting people that you
no,
respect.
but that's the thing. I'm saying he changed that for me because now I'll never meet anybody. Like that was it. I was just like,
Shattered
point. Yeah, forget it. Like I'd rather like people from a distance.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
It's like seeing Superman without his cape. You get so
Yeah.
fucking disappointed. Go, oh, this is what this guy really
And
is
I
about.
remember how psyched he was when Bruce Willis
remember?
signed. He's like, dude, Die Hard, I'm getting to work with the
working with
guy.
fucking Bruce Willis.
And then it just turned into a fucking nightmare.
But you know what, though? Most people, and again, I haven't worked with him on that level that Kevin did. Most people I've met have not been disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, literally, Ozzy's the greatest guy in fucking Earth. He's a sweet guy, and most of them are like, yeah.
Where are the birthday gifts? Where
I
are
didn't
they?
say his memory is terrific.
Where are the birthday gifts? Those Beatles books are still around here somewhere. They never came back for him.
Here's why Ozzy's a great guy, because he should have fucking thrown them at me, but he actually pretended he liked them. But you know what I mean? Like, most guys I've met have been really cool. I mean, you get a couple of dicks here and there, but I'd say 90% of them have been great. So it's still worth meeting. And I'm terrific when I meet people. Everyone says it.
You sure are. Yeah, I did see Bruce.
You saw?
Kevin Smith invited me to a night shoot, a car chase scene with Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan. It was awesome. It was such a great night. And there were 6 kids on the set that night. And I saw Bruce basically, he could give a fuck that these kids.
Really?
And they were part of the program where, well, check this out because we know you're going to die soon. The Make-A-Wish kids.
Yeah.
Where there's no hope.
Yeah.
And they were on set.
Yeah.
And they had a nice ice cream truck for everybody. Let's all have ice cream.
Beautiful.
And Bruce was so dismissive. So fucking dismissive. Could give a fuck.
What it is.
And everybody was affected. You could not be affected. It was brutal.
I wonder what that is.
And they were full of life, and you know their lives weren't going to fucking be too much longer.
Do you think Kevin is too much of a nice guy, to tell you the truth? Do you think he's too nice to deal with, like actors? Because he's always, for the most part, before that, has dealt with people he knows and, people that came up about the same time he did, things like that. And he knows how to direct people he knows. He's done that very well over the years. And then you get someone like Bruce Willis, who's been in the business forever. He's had successful, huge fucking action movies, Die Hard, shit like that. And then, do you think... I don't think a Bruce Willis would respect Kevin Smith unless Kevin came across like, hey, I'm directing this motherfucker, but that isn't Kevin.
No, you answered your own question because Bruce Willis thinks of himself, and we all think of him as a big-time action hero. He probably went on set and said, there's a lot of action in this movie. I know way more than you could possibly know about this shit, so we're going to do it my way.
Yeah, but Kevin, as the director, maybe if he
Should've
was a little more
stepped in.
like, hey, my movie, I'm director. You're fucking the star of the movie. You listen to me.
I was lucky enough to be on set for one night, and I saw just nothing but just a very carefree atmosphere. Everyone was just
it's like that's Kevin though.
Everyone was just having a good time,
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. We don't know that business. I don't know. Maybe if you lay down the hammer like that, then you're not going to get a good performance from Bruce Willis, because now he's going to be a little pissed inside. Like, how dare you fucking lay down the hammer on me, a major action star? So maybe it's political.
Look at like Pulp Fiction.
Right.
Look at the Pulp Fiction. Bruce Willis was great in that. He was fucking great in that.
Mm-hmm.
And is that like Tarantino being able to be a fucking maniac on set? You know?
Right.
And get exactly what he wanted out of Bruce Willis? Because I think the first thing he said is, I don't want to see that little smirky smile from fucking, his old moonlighting show.
Right. Yeah, but that wasn't like an action flick. I mean, Pulp Fiction certainly had some action scenes, but it was a lot deeper than that.
Total action. Fucking
So maybe
Bruce Willis's scenes with
maybe
the
Bruce
fucking-
felt like he was out of his element, so I better really listen to the director so I could get a good performance going here.
I don't
I have a
know.
feeling
Car chase. He was in fights. He was in fucking
Yeah.
gunfire and shit like that.
Do you know, by the way, to interrupt you because you just said something? I'm reading. I have an old email because I'm looking at something. Hey, Jim, I'm a reporter at the New York Times. I'm writing a profile on Mark Maron and his podcast. Hoping you have a few minutes to talk. I've got plenty of stuff on Mark, but nothing from a comic who's known him over the years. That was December 13th.
shit! I want to read your email. You could be.
I do actually, but I get so much money. But I'm sorry. I could have been in the Times article.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Whoops.
Oh, well. I'm such a dick.
I don't know, man. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Pulp Fiction certainly had enough action shit going on.
Yeah, and what was Bruce Willis doing like around Pulp Fiction time? Was that almost like did Quentin kind of like, hey, let me pluck you out of obscurity too?
He helped him and John Travolta.
I'm not sure.
That's a fucking hero right there.
Because maybe he was a little more humble. I humble you. I humble you.
Well, we've had
camel clutch and fuck you in the ass.
Next time we talk to Tarantino, we've had him on the show. We got to ask him. Maybe he'll back up what Kevin's saying.
Maybe he will.
I believe Kevin.
But Kevin's just a nice guy, which unfortunately for a director, it's very hard to be a nice guy with everybody.
It depends on, like, again, Spielberg, or when you look at a guy like Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood is probably not a yeller, but nobody who works, and I'm sure it's not that Bruce doesn't respect Kevin. It's just Bruce is bigger. Like, on that set, Bruce could probably call the studio and have more impact than Kevin could because he's Bruce Willis. But if it's Clint Eastwood, you know, what are you going to do? Fucking argue with Clint Eastwood on the set? You look like an asshole.
Yeah,
you can't.
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
Like Clint Eastwood, though, is Clint Eastwood. He has, like...
But why is Bruce...
He gets respect because he's fucking Clint Eastwood.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And from what I've heard with his directing style, he is kind of like you listen to me. You know, people will listen to him. I'm not saying Kevin... Kevin is a relatively young director.
But why does Bruce Willis have to be such an asshole? The rest of the guys on that movie weren't assholes.
Exactly.
Tracy
They don't
Morgan
have to
wasn't
be.
an asshole.
What did we
Sean
get?
William Scott wasn't an asshole.
Pulp Fiction. So we were looking at Striking Distance before that. Loaded Weapon 1. Death Becomes Her. The Last Boy Scout. Okay, so that was like the last good movie he made was 91. And Pulp Fiction was 94. Yeah, okay.
That's 17 years.
Hudson Hawk, Billy Bathgate, Mortal Thoughts. Yeah, okay.
Those are all movies.
Yeah, and then after Pulp Fiction, we got like... Die
Hard.
Die
After
Hard.
Pulp Fiction, you got New Die Hard. You got
12
Monkeys.
Which is great.
Fifth Element, which I like, which everyone else hates.
Fifth Element. I like Fifth Element.
Apocalypse.
Sixth Sense was huge. Yeah. Unbreakable. I liked Unbreakable.
Yeah,
Did you?
I liked Unbreakable.
Yeah, a lot of people bash that because it's fucking M. Light Shyamalan.
No, that was a good one, though.
But I liked that one. Yeah, that was kind of cool.
They should have shown his hidden talent a little more.
What do you mean?
Took a little.
I thought there was going to be a sequel, tell you the truth.
Yeah, it took a little too long for all that to unfold, I thought, was my problem with the fucking
Well, that's
movie.
stupid. M. Light Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Ding Dong
The
has
guy,
to-
he's got a fucking character development is 99% of the
Yeah,
movie.
the element of surprise has to
Got
be
it.
the last 2 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
How about you give us a little element of surprise halfway through
Yeah.
the fucking film? You fucking ding dong.
You doofus.
What was the last movie you saw by him?
By M. Night?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to watch The Devil.
The Devil?
Yeah, it's that elevator one.
Oh, fuck. I don't even know about that one.
Exactly. Correctamundo.
I saw the one where they thought they were in the, the 1400s.
The
or whatever the
Village?
fuck it was. Yeah.
The Village. Like Jimmy's impression.
They couldn't They couldn't. You're trying to tell me not one airplane or fucking went flying by?
Opie, they explain that they fucking changed the flight path.
Oh, really?
Of airplanes.
Really?
And wouldn't let it fly over that
Really?
area.
Not one train whistle in the distance?
No, they had choo-choo trains back then, didn't they?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
They sounded a little different back in the 1400s.
Why do we really believe this one?
What?
That was so stupid. This fucking so stupid.
With me, it started and ended with The Sixth Sense, man. That movie was so goddamn good.
I liked Signs, too.
Because I saw it early.
Signs was fun. That was kind of creepy a little bit. A little weird.
Signs wasn't bad, I guess. You're right. But Sixth Sense, man, because I got to see it early before everyone ruined it for everybody else. I was blown away by that plot twist. Holy shit.
Yeah, that one, when you didn't know, and then it was like, wait a minute.
And it just...
That was good. And little Haley Joel Osment was really good in it.
Who's now 30.
I'm not even, I'm thinking, is he? No, he's in his 20s. He's a fuck-up, though, isn't he?
Yeah, pretty much. I think he had a little Dewey action out there in Hollywood.
He's one of those child stars that, was too good and too cute as a kid to do anything when they get older.
He was a superstar, too, huh?
Yeah. Now he's just now he looks like a big dopey version of little Haley Joel Osment.
He just looks like a college kid now.
Kegger.
Gonna go see Burning Man.
That's what he looks like.
Look at him. I'm in a fraternity.
He looks like Owen Wilson.
I see drunk people. Yeah, you think he does that? Yeah.
I see high people.
Get it from my movie.
I got 7 senses or something.
Well, that was fun while it lasted.
Shit ruined us.
Jimmy killed in Austin. We know that. Thank you for letting everyone know.
Amazing.
Austin was good, Jimmy?
It was great. A lot of hardcore fans, man.
That's cool, because we were never on regular radio down there.
No, and we have supported regular radio. I did a show, these guys, Dale and Bob, and they're actually massive
Dale and
O&A
Bob?
fans. Yeah.
Oh, thanks to Dale and Bob.
They were very, but they all talk about satellite now. It's like a couple of years ago when I would do press on the road, they wouldn't talk about satellite. They're like, oh, you're on a show, they would be very, very kind of vague about it. But now they're like, hey, how's O&A, and has satellite, or they'll say Sirius. They really, regular jocks now know that this is a fucking great place to be.
Shamlam did not direct The Devil, Anthony.
He didn't? What did he do?
And someone's saying it was a really good movie. You liked it? Oh, Cassius, he's a regular. Let's get him on the radio. Cassius.
Blummy.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Cassius.
What did he do with it?
Yeah. I thought he directed it at first, but I think he just executive produced.
Oh, yeah?
It was actually it was like a good modern B movie. It was fun. You might want to try it again, Anthony.
Well, I kind of petered out on that one. Who directed it? Let's see, John
Hughes. It was a John Hughes flick.
Thank
you, Cassius.
He wrote the story.
Yeah, thanks.
Not even the screenplay, just the story.
So he wrote the little story.
Well,
okay,
good for him. All right, Cassius.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks.
All right, yeah. Anthony, you tweeted over the weekend that you saw the Starker movie.
Yes, I did. I saw
on
the
Friday. We had Tiffany and Debbie Gibson in
Starker movie. I think we're alone now. And holy mother of God, it's available instant on Netflix if you want to check it out.
I got Netflix on my iPad.
I think we're alone now.
Can I get it right now?
You probably can. Yeah.
And I can watch it right here.
Yep.
Motherfucker! Someone better show me how to do that.
Isn't that amazing? Fucking Netflix is the shies on that.
It was good.
It's great.
Who's the stalker? Who's he stalking? Both of them?
There's two stalkers stalking Tiffany. Mm-hmm. One is this crazy, kind of, I don't know, he looks like a fucking creepy pedophile guy. And then there's this tranny.
Is he officially a tranny?
Yeah, got tits and everything.
The greatest movie ever.
It's a mess.
Nah, man, I saw the preview of this thing. He is a fucking creep.
Oh, yeah, not all trannies are just beautiful women. This thing is a monster.
Right.
And they talk about how much they love Tiffany and the one creepy like pedophile guy. I don't know. He's like kind of plump and just he's always too happy. And he's talking about how he talks to other people like, oh no, we're friends. You know, oh yeah, me and Tiffany, yeah. You know, when we talk, like he thinks he has a relationship with her. And then he puts on this wacky helmet with crystals on it and shit, like Napoleon Dynamite. And that's his thing he uses to communicate with Tiffany. And he like talks to her through this like helmet. Crazy!
I wish we saw this before they came in Friday.
It's nuts. I wouldn't even know if she wanted to talk about it. There's restraining orders.
Really?
And these stalkers are fucked up because like they wind up getting what they want just through what they do, because this guy wanted some kind of relationship with Tiffany. And he wound up getting it.
Yeah.
He wound up getting the relationship. Whether it's good or bad or whatever, Tiffany knows who he is.
Don't you think it's
they
good?
have a relationship based on stalker and stalked and restraining orders
But don't you think it's at this point in her career it's a good thing?
Well, now this
Who
was
the fuck
this was
cares
a while
about
ago.
Tiffany?
This was kind of a while
except
ago.
you and
I
me,
think.
because we interviewed them on Friday. Why
Yeah.
am I doing this? They were really cool. What am I doing?
They were cool.
We kind of had a shot. And then someone's like, "Oh, you don't need to go hogging, Ope."
Hogging.
If you got a chance to bang a Tiffany or a Debbie Gibson, you do it. You do it for the story. It's
the
not
story?
hogging. And you know what? Tiffany's big fucking fat Jewish tits look good.
Jesus. Is she Jewish?
I don't know. She had that look.
She had the look?
Yeah, I could sniff out a jet.
Really?
Can you sniff out a jet?
No.
Really?
No, not always.
Really?
Not always, no.
I could sniff them out.
I'm amongst them in my neighborhood.
We're among them right now.
Tiffany,
now.
Tiffany, yeah, she's the one that put on a little weight. And then Debbie Gibson's the one that maybe should have a sandwich.
Yeah, she was a little thin. Yeah, something's going on there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
eating disorder?
I'm thinking cock.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
We don't know
what these two are up to.
They're up to something though, these two.
Shenanigans. Oh, those are the Playboy pictures?
Yeah, look at that. Jimmy, look at that. Nice, right? That Tiffany?
Big jigs.
Oh, she's lovely.
Big jigs.
But that's a few years ago now.
Where's the Debbie Gibson one?
Not so nice. No offense to Debbie Gibson, but Tiffany wins the Playboy showdown.
Right,
or maybe not. Let's take a look.
Let's see. I don't know what kind of...
you got to go front shot, though.
What'd they do?
What do you think? Right here. Yeah, when you got to put a lot of fucking necklaces around.
She got a lot of necklaces.
We're not confident enough in your boobs. We got to dress them up with some necklaces.
And she said that they did a bunch of stuff where, they wouldn't show a lot.
That's not bad, though. Look at that.
Yeah, look good.
But then they got the jacket, kind of covering up some of the boobs.
Yeah, she covered up a lot. What year was this?
That's important to the story. I sure. Well, you got to figure out when her career went bad, and then 2 years later, the Playboy comes.
Yeah,
it's a formula.
Exactly.
It really is. Look it up for
is.
yourself. There's a formula to this Playboy thing. Debbie Gibson went Playboy 2005. Really?
Okay.
And Tiffany definitely
That's a while
went
ago.
before that.
That's a while ago.
This guy saw the movie you're talking about. 2002. Okay, Rob in Indiana. Rob.
Hey, you guys have to check out YouTube. They've got that stalker guy. He also stalked Alyssa Milano.
Oh, yeah, they touched on that in the movie, too, that he did stalk Alyssa Milano. About how gorgeous she is. He's batshit crazy. The guy is so fucking crazy. He honestly thinks that he has a relationship with Tiffany and that Tiffany knows him. And then he showed a picture of Tiffany and him and Tiffany's boyfriend at the time. The three of them taking a picture together. And he goes, look at her boyfriend's eyes. That's nothing but jealousy. Jesus. Nothing but jealousy. He's looking, going like, oh boy. Thinking that, he's going to swoop in on her.
Jesus.
It was just ridiculous.
Yeah. Good movie, though. I'm going to check it out on the Netflix thing.
Definitely.
Going to do a little Netflix later today.
Do you know that piece of shit Ashton Kutcher movie was like first?
At the box office?
Box office.
Of course.
I think Green Hornet came in second.
No Strings Attached did $20 million. Green Hornet did 18, and Dilemma did 9.7.
It's a date movie.
King's Speech did 9.2, and then rounding out your top 5, True Grit.
True Grit's still there? How much has True Grit made total so far?
12 million.
I think it's probably a little more than that, but I just blurred out a number. It doesn't matter.
Because it doesn't matter at the end.
But yeah, 12 million.
Even naming the top 5, what do you expect to be the top 5?
I know.
It's all the movies they advertise on TV. That's all. That's how that shit works.
Retarded.
It really is at this point.
So ridiculous.
Oprah's got a secret. She's going to tell everybody
Yeah,
today.
there's a big family secret Oprah's revealing on her. I guess the ratings really in the shitter.
I got to tell you,
own network.
You have to watch, and I know how it sounds. You don't even have to say it, but this OWN, right? They're doing a reality show based on the 25th year of Oprah, and I know it sounds horrible, but you gotta watch.
Really?
Oprah is a twat.
Is she really?
She's not
Is she
a nice
bitch?
lady.
Is she a bitch?
And you could tell by how the staff deals with her behind the scenes. I would love to get Eric Logan on the phone, but certainly he's
He'd
not
never
gonna,
say
Of
anything.
course not. But she's not a nice person when those cameras are not on.
Really?
They set up the whole Yosemite trip that got a lot of press. She was supposed to camp for a day and a half, and I think she made it the day and a half, but she was bitching the entire time. And I'm sitting there at home going, this is your show. She's like, why do we have to do that? We already did that. Why
But it's your show.
Why do I have to cook again? And they're trying to like get as much footage as possible to make the show good. The whole time she's bitching. Her friend Gayle King there actually comes across very likable and is telling Oprah, "You got to do this." And then an hour and a half, and she's like, "I don't want to ride a mule."
Ride mules.
She goes, "I don't want to ride a mule for an hour and a half." And the producers are like, "We're trying to get good video here." And she goes, "What if I just ride, away and then just come back? We don't actually have to do the ride."
And they show that.
And Gayle King's like, "No, we really should do the ride. We might get some fucking good stuff here." And she bitched the whole fucking time. The whole time. And it's her show. They're doing it for her. You got to check it out just a little bit, just to see the real Oprah.
I can't take watching any of her. I hate when she yells. Yeah. The way she yells, "We're going to Australia."
It's George Clooney!
Oh, God.
Everything has to have a yell. Right.
And the tone of her voice when she yells is infuriating. I hate it.
I mean, she built, obviously, this empire, so I'm very curious to see, the inner workings of this thing.
Yeah.
And they're all scared. They have to have meetings with her, and she's behind her desk. It looks like it's her home, and it's just her office.
Her office.
And they sit there with, their fucking
like the White House.
their notepads, and they're scared to say anything to her because she's just so dismissive. Talks down to everybody. You got to watch. I'm telling you. I don't even know why
can't
she would
take
allow
it.
people to see what she really is like.
I can't even take it.
And they joke about the lesbian thing, by the way.
Do they? Like,
oh, boy, this ain't going to help the lesbian rumors. Because they're going to sleep for the night in the one fucking trailer thing, Winnebago, whatever the fuck
really?
it's called.
Both of them?
And this ain't going to help the lesbian rumors. They openly joke about it.
Uh-huh.
I really don't think she's a lesbian anymore. I think she's one of those like eunuchs. What do they call those asexuals?
Yeah, doesn't have any sex.
I think it's an asexual thing happened. I think she's turned off by the whole thing in general. I'm convinced of it now. I don't think she's a
Maybe
lesbian.
from her past. Maybe that's what she's going to bring up. Maybe that's her secret.
Well, what secret is left? She's pretty much talked about everything, right?
Secrets might be that she's asexual because of the abuse she suffered when she was
you think
a child.
she might? But it says spills a family secret.
Yeah, family secret. Like because of the abuse when I was a child. Don't have to say.
And then Oprah said something racist about black people not wanting to be.
What?
Black people don't want to be homeless on weekends. That's what she calls camping. When you go camping, you're basically home. It's pretty funny, actually, if you think about it. The concept is, if you're one of those camping types, you're basically saying, yeah, I'm going to be homeless for the weekend.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
She said that. But she goes, black people don't like to be homeless on the weekends. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of edgy for the Oprah. Kind of edgy. Because as a white person, if you said, black people homeless on weekends, that's what camping is, you might get a little Reverend Al attention.
Yeah, a little bit.
You might, right?
Yeah.
Let me say hi to John in Rockland. John.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I was watching it with my old lady, and I hear her say that about, black people shouldn't be going homeless. That's why black people shouldn't be camping. We don't want to pretend to be homeless for a weekend. And I'm like, are you serious? Did she really just say that?
Yeah, maybe we could get the clip so these guys could hear it. I don't know if it's easy to get the own clips because, whatever. But yeah, we got to play that. What? Yeah. So you're watching that shit behind the scenes?
Yeah. We're just watching. I'm just seeing what's going on. It was kind of interesting. You're right.
Dude, you could just admit you watch it. I love the people. It's on because my wife's watching. I just happened to walk by the TV on the way to my man cave, and I checked out of it. It's okay to admit that you watch some faggy shit. It really is okay.
I'm not.
But doesn't she come across? Doesn't she kind of come across a little twatty?
Oh, all the time. But it's one of those situations where do I say that and live in the man camp for the weekend, or just go, oh yeah, that was great.
Why, you're not allowed to tell your wife that Oprah comes across twatty on the own?
Well, it's not a matter of not being allowed, but you just know what to say and you know what not to say.
Yeah. Oh no. So, and one producer openly hates her. I'm telling you, got to watch. It's worth watching one or two, Ann. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about this a little bit.
When you catch the times where she comes off very, very hypocritical and very, like more racist than you would really think she is, you have to sit there and go,
Well, the camping trip to Yosemite sounds like it would be a blast for anybody. She bitched the entire time, and I get the impression that Oprah really doesn't want to do anything.
Just like
she just wants to
earn.
She wants to earn and then just go home to do. Like, what does she like doing? I don't think she's ever really talked about what she likes doing when she's not doing the TV show.
Maybe that's what she'll talk about. Maybe that's a surprise.
Of course.
Really? That she hoards cat carcasses? How great would that be?
Luggage.
How great would that be? She just throws luggage.
That's it.
You realize that, how much control does she really have over the show when you're sitting out there in the middle of, in the middle of the woods somewhere?
Right.
So it's all control.
All right. Thank you, sir. Let me go to Kat on Long Island. Kat.
Meow.
Meow. Hi.
Meow.
Cat.
Meow. I was watching The Soup the other night, and they had Oprah on. She was interviewing Jon Stewart.
Right.
I totally was dumbfounded and beside herself at the fact that Jon Stewart didn't invite her on the show first and made a huge issue. She was like making fun of him actually on air and in the dressing room. Just she couldn't get over. You could probably find a clip on it on YouTube if you wanted to. She was such a fucking cunt.
I'm telling you.
I hate her.
I'm really surprised she's allowing people to see the side of her because she's been so controlling her entire career. Like, really hard to know who the real Oprah is. Everything is, you know what I mean? Held tightly to the, what do they call it, the vest or whatever.
She better.
And this show is like,
good.
just shows her being a bitch.
Well, it doesn't surprise me because I think she's so far removed from reality that, I don't even think she realizes it. She's not on the same plane we are. I mean, you would have common courtesy for people, but the first thing she said to him when he got out was, you didn't invite me on your show. And I'm like, that's fucking Jon Stewart. You know what I mean?
I just got info. Thank you, Kat. I'm a little distracted. I know what the fucking secret is. I really do.
Do you?
No fucking gag. You want to try to guess what the secret is?
How do you know?
This guy is on. The guy's on the phone, and because they already taped the show, so the secret's out there.
So how do you know it's real?
Huh?
How do you know it's real?
I would bet money.
You bet money? Okay, so it's not guaranteed, but
I would bet money, and we'll go to this phone call. What you want to guess the secret? Don't look down.
I'm not looking at the phone.
What's the secret?
It's not the lesbian thing. It's not going to be the asexual thing. What do you think the family secret is? There was some sexual abuse in her family growing up, right?
Yeah.
And she talked about that already.
All right, so it's not that.
Family secret.
Family secret. Is there a member of her family that is famous that she never mentioned?
Yes, there is.
That's Jimmy.
That was me. There is.
All right.
I'm not going to say. I think it's this guy, Joe.
Is it Ted Winfrey?
No.
Is Joe Mighty? You fucking
Oh, God.
No.
He's very strong.
No.
Is he not old?
No, I just heard. I didn't even hear any details. I just heard it was just guy she was going to reveal.
Yeah.
Ted Winfrey. It's very funny.
Reveal?
Yes, I was raised a poor black boy.
And you should get this one.
I
really think you should get this one.
All right. Is it a member of the family?
Family secret.
Do the words high tensile steel have anything to do with it?
You don't feel like playing today?
I just said high tensile steel. I love high tensile steel.
Who doesn't?
Use it all the time.
Why just go to Ryan? We don't have to play. We don't have to
right.
play silly games.
Oh, my God.
What? You got it? Let's go to Ryan in Chicago. Ryan?
Yo.
I'm taking you as the truth, sir.
Yes, I am. From whatever that's what. But no. Would you like to hear the answer now?
Yes. Spoiler alert for all you Oprah fans.
And exactly. For all you moms out there. She has a sister.
Gives a fuck.
Oh.
That's the family secret. What? So why didn't we know this before? And what does she do?
I don't know. My wife's friend was at the show, and they were signed a bunch of stuff saying you're not supposed to talk about it or whatever, and the girl started blabbing to everyone because she was so excited that she was at the show. She told a bunch of people, and she has a sister, and that she just talks about her sister, and it's from her. She didn't really explain the rest of it.
Do they have the same parents or just the same father or just the same mother? I don't know how the Oprah family works.
Yeah.
Like there's three guys claiming to be her father right now, and she doesn't want to acknowledge any of those
Really?
guys. I don't know. More than one, I believe.
Didn't one diddle her? Who diddled her when she was a kid?
Maybe an uncle.
Yeah.
I think it was an uncle.
Uncle?
Uncle
Yes,
Paul
it
or
was.
something.
Oh, Uncle
Was it Uncle
Paul.
Paul? I'm
She
not
was
really
so
sure.
cute. She'd run around trying to interview people. I'd say it.
Here's my sister.
Shut up. Her.
Incest! Sorry, I had to do it. Now that I found my Oprah impression, I'm going to use it.
Let's see. Harry Scrotum wants to know if her father is some type of doctor.
I don't know about that.
I don't know either. I don't know.
So, did they bring the sister out on stage?
I don't know. You'll have to watch today.
What do you mean you don't know? Your wife went.
I don't know. I stopped listening. I didn't know my wife's friend went.
It's
I didn't
fucking
care.
Oprah's secret. You could have the big exclusive, and you didn't listen to your wife?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Find out and call back if you'd like.
Yeah. Why don't you do that?
All right. Opie, I'm also Ryan VIP. I sent him on Twitter. That
Oh, I gotta be nice to you. What are we doing with this Masters?
you're coming down.
Yeah, how much money you want?
Nothing.
How do you got VIP for the Masters?
What's that? I'm sorry. Some idiot's calling me. He's probably heard me on the radio.
How do you got? Sorry to waste showtime, but I've been meaning to talk to this guy. How do you got fucking VIP passes for the Masters?
That's what I do. We have a big setup down there. We
And you
have a
don't-
big hospitality thing and tickets, and we're the biggest one out there. We've got
You're gonna want money, don't? No.
no. Come on down.
You just want to show me a good time. People aren't that nice to me.
Well, you know,
Dude, if you're offering, I'm there. I so want to go to Augusta and check out the Masters this year. I got to figure out a hotel and all that shit, right?
I can help you with that. Yeah, if you have email or something, I can. We blocks of rooms. We do
All right.
all that stuff. And for the Super Bowl too, you guys were talking
Could
about.
you,
you guys are serious about it. I could help out with hotel rooms and stuff.
Talking a lot.
These guys don't.
Yeah.
These guys don't do the golf thing. Me and my father-in-law want to go, and maybe my brother. Could you get 3? I hate to be a jerk because you offered 2.
You're a jerk.
All right. Tweet me your phone number. I'll call you today.
Oh, my God. This guy, you have to hang out with this guy, though?
Do I have to hang out with you?
Nope, I'll be working.
Listen to him.
Have a good time.
He won't shut up. Imagine what it would be like to hang out with this guy.
On a golf course?
Bloody, bloody,
On a golf course?
On a golf course? bloody, 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 blah.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. Now I apologize for yelling at you.
That's all right.
Because you're going to get me into Augusta. I've always wanted to check that shit out. All right, man. Thank you. Let's go to Brianna in Boston. Brianna.
Hello.
Hey. Oh, it's a half-sister? Who gives a fuck? We all have half-fucking things going
She a
on.
fatty too, I wonder?
Go ahead, Brianna.
I was just calling to say that it is her half-sister. The whole story is on Perez Hilton already. Looks like her biographer let it all out already. So.
Good.
So what? Who cares? What's the big deal about having the half-sister?
She's self-centered. She thinks that's important to everybody. Nobody gives
What
a
does the
shit.
half-sister do for a living?
It didn't say. Sorry.
What does she look like?
Does she look like Oprah?
Yeah, does she look like the Oprah?
They have the same mom, so they gotta be sort of similar.
You don't know either.
No one knows.
Why doesn't anyone know?
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. I don't really. My bite is lame. Trust me. I yell, but the bite is lame.
All right. Well, that's all I had. So I'll talk to you later.
All right, we got the secret, Anthony. If you know anything about the Oprah secret, please call. Go ahead, Bill in Connecticut.
Hello, Bill.
It's a secret. It's that both her parents wear balloons.
I didn't catch that.
If I linger longer, it's
Dude, wait a minute. No, you fucking phone crapped out. What?
both her parents.
We heard you.
They even say it in the commercials, and we think we have a big scoop today. Tom in Cleveland, we don't have a scoop once again.
Yeah, it was a commercial yesterday that said the secret is she's going to introduce you to her half-sister that she didn't know about. I saw it last night.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about the mess that is her half-sister.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Because if the half-sister wasn't a mess, we would have met her years ago.
Does she do voiceover work for radio?
Did that last guy say her parents were baboons?
He said balloons.
Is balloons code for some racist term, and I don't know yet?
I have no idea.
No. Could you check slavemania.com for me?
Slavemania.
What does balloons mean?
I don't know what he meant. I think it's just because she's fat or something.
Do we have a picture of the half-sister? Not yet. And I'm telling you, there's something wrong with the half-sister if we didn't meet her until now.
Maybe she retarded.
Retardation.
Maybe she retarded.
Retardation.
Oh. Oprah's big secret. Oh, I can't wait. Cares.
All right, we'll break. What do you want to do next? We got the 15-year-old sensation from American Idol that everyone's talking about.
Is that the one
Except
that
us.
Steven Tyler was like hitting on and shit?
Jace, I think it's a dude.
Oh, is that the one Steven Tyler was hitting on? I'm not implying he's gay. Just comes off as gay.
That Idol is going to be a disaster. Ratings dropping by the day.
No, Linda Stacy gave it 4 stars.
Oh, well, they're
Why?
corpse hands.
Because she likes the niceness that it has become?
Is she hideous?
Why would you change the formula of a show that was doing ridiculous ratings? If Simon moves on, you find another English douchebag.
Yes.
Simple. Woman lights boyfriend's crotch on fire. We could do that. We got the 1950s housewife on the acid trip. We've never done that.
Oh, we didn't play that.
And you even want to acknowledge this asshole?
Who's that? Oh, I don't know.
He stinks.
Yeah, he's like such an ass.
No.
You don't even want to acknowledge him?
Don't even give him the time of day.
But
literally, he just.
But he said he pwned us.
Yeah,
he said he pwned us.
An argument, and
I would
thinks
acknowledge him if he was in
ruled.
studio.
Yeah.
Like if I could argue with that fat load in studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
But
big fat fuck.
It's like it's a 25-minute thing.
Have
It's
some
like, I'm not gonna go
self-control. Have some self-control, you obese cocksucker.
I'd rather argue with him in person.
Yeah.
Much rather.
Yeah. All right, then that's fair enough. Then we will not do that.
He's welcome to come in studio, though. We should put out an invite to him to come in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do they have to rip a wall down with a fucking bulldozer and then take him out on a forklift? Prick.
Is he a fat dude?
Yeah. But he's like everything you hate.
I didn't even
And
click
it's
on
like
it.
he's trying so hard. I would just rather have him in studio to
I don't
argue.
click on hateful things anymore.
Really?
Nope.
That's all I click on.
I don't do the hateful things anymore.
I only click on hateful things. I love hate on the internet. I can't get enough of hate. I love hate-filled fucking websites. I love hate blogs. I love racist shit. I love sexist crap. I love homophobic shit.
This is Anthony's mantra that he repeats in the mirror as he's brushing his teeth in the morning.
In between singing.
It's called show prep.
In between singing Stone Temple Pilots and Marshall Tucker.
Right.
I just happen to be awake, Ant. That's all.
Hey,
I just happen to be
had a
awake.
great time Saturday.
I was telling Ant before the show, man, our lives have drastically changed. I was waking up, I guess it was yesterday morning, 7 a.m.
Well,
Wide
it was Saturday
awake.
night into Sunday morning.
Wide awake. I'm just telling you my side of it. Wide awake. Coffee's a brewing. Kid's about ready to wake up himself, ready to start the day.
Yeah.
And someone tweeted that you were still broadcasting. I'm like, I'm going to check that out. And there's Ant just singing STP, fucking full volume, 7:30 in the morning.
It was Key, and drunk Xbox Connect.
You were still awake, and I was just waking up. Our lives are so
That was
different
great.
now.
Well, I slept until 4 in the afternoon.
So, yeah.
So I was up for the weekend.
Boy, were you.
And, just popped on Ustream. What? By the way, wasn't even my channel.
Nice.
Because, I can't do the show.
Nice.
But it was just kind of here's a, little, what's going on at the house. And it was a little, first there was Connect Bowling. Then there, and then down the karaoke machine for a little karaoke.
Nice.
It was wine night.
Looked like you were having a blast.
It was wine night.
You had a. I almost.
Did you have a bunch of Jewish
I had a
women
beer
over?
at the end of the night. Yeah,
Just
wine.
A beer just to wash everything down.
Yeah. I was all done with the wine and
Just
everything.
wash it
Actually,
down?
it was Captain Morgan and Coke too. It was really good.
So how is it wine night? It sounds like you're drinking everything but.
Yeah, what happened there? Wait a minute. Maybe Friday was wine night. Yeah, Saturday was Captain Morgan night.
Okay.
It was fun.
All right, Oprah has a half sister, but I guess we don't see the half sister, so whatever.
Is she going to bring her on the show?
I don't know.
She's
Now
gonna
I
be
gotta.
like,
I think
why
I'm gonna watch.
didn't you give me a job, Oprah? Why didn't you give me a job, you fucking bitch? That'd be great. She hates her. Yeah. More hate.
A lot of stuff coming out on her final year.
Where are you finding all this positivity online, by the way?
I don't really go online.
What?
As much. I throw my shit out there.
What?
I throw my shit out there, see if it sticks, but I don't search out the hate shit anymore.
But you gotta see what's going on.
Nah.
The world's a disaster.
Nah.
World's a big fucking round rotating pile of shit.
I go to
language.
I go to happy places.
Where's a happy place?
I go to happy stuff.
Where's a happy place? I don't even know they exist. Disney World.
Boy, did I almost just spit out a fucking website that people would be like, "Oh, that was a good guess, Jim."
Oh, really?
I can't tell you where the happy place is.
Yeah.
Because then you'll bring some.
I'll bring my hatred there.
You'll bring your hatred there. I got to keep my happy places happy.
All right.
Should we take a break?
Certainly.
I'm starving.
I ate.
I'm trying not to eat because I'm trying to get all this cheese out of my system.
Oh, dude,
how do I push the cheese out?
With a shit.
So I got to get more in me to start pushing things downward, right?
Unless you push.
Enough with the Jets highlights. The game's over.
No, I was just watching.
I don't need to see this shit.
I was just watching some stock stuff.
Oh, in honor of Jack LaLanne letting everyone down with that exercise and eating right horse shit.
Yeah.
Because he only made it to 96. Don't fucking go wow 96. Fuck that, man. My fucking aunt made it to 101. I never saw her do a push-up.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
She have any vices? Drinking?
A little.
Eating like shite?
The basic vices, but she never worked out, and she ate like shit around the family functions. And my grandma made it to what? 92. And I
Damn.
never saw her work out. And you should have saw the grease she had on top of her spaghetti sauce.
Oh, really?
So fuck this Jack LaLanne. He let everyone down by not making it to 100. So I want to play the Bill Hicks bit. I should have told E-Rock. It's Jim Fix, Yul Brenner.
All right, yeah.
It's a classic, and it really sums up Jack LaLanne's life, is what I'm
That's a good
saying.
one.
Guy should have made it to 100.
With all the exercise since 1914.
At least 100's a milestone. He probably should have made it to, I'm guessing, 107. Would have been my age for Jack LaLanne. 107, easy.
Yeah, should have been.
Don't you got some old fucking relatives?
Yeah, a few of them.
In their 90s?
Yeah.
What do they do?
Had a couple.
They ever fucking throw a
Smoked,
medicine ball around?
Drank. No.
Right.
Nothing.
Nothing, right?
Yeah, but it's kind of a hit or miss. You know, there's some old ones, and then there's some that. Well,
that's why this Bill Hicks bit is great. It's over 8 minutes. What else do we have to do today?
Yeah, come on, lighten up.
What's wrong with you? Fucking play the 8-minute Bill Hicks bit. No one's going to complain. We certainly aren't.
It's great.
Hey, Smoke, if this bothers anyone, I recommend you looking around the world in which we live and shutting your fucking mouth. Take that home with you. I got some news to tell you tonight. Very exciting news. For non-smokers. Oh, I can't wait to tell you all this because I know you don't know this. And I feel it's my duty to pass on information at all times so that way we can all evolve quicker. Non-smokers, you ready? This, by the way, is a fact, too. Non-smokers, ready? Drum roll. Non-smokers die every day. Oh, sleep tight. Oh, the truth shall set you free. I know that you non-smokers entertain some type of eternal life fantasy because you don't smoke cigarettes. Well, let me be the first to pop that fucking bubble and send you about your way with some little truth. You're gonna fucking die. Okay? Okay. Love ya. Shut the fuck up. And you know what doctors say? Shit, if only you'd smoked, we'd have the technology to help you. You people dying from nothing that are screwed. I got all sorts of neat gadgets waiting for me. Iron lung, oxygen tent. It's like Christmas. It's weird, man. People say the dumbest things, too. Hey, you quit smoking, you get your sense of smell back. I live in New York City. I don't want my fucking sense of smell back. Is that urine? I think I smell a dead fella. Where's that coming? Look, honey, a dead fella. I found him. Thank God I quit smoking. I can find dead fellas in urine puddles. Ooh, I love living in New York. I know, it's a weird... Does anyone remember this? When Yul Brynner died and came out with that commercial after he was dead? Does anyone remember that? I'm Yul Brynner and I'm dead now. What the fuck's this guy selling? Guy crawled through the earth to get a residual check here. I'm Yul Brynner and I'm dead now because I smoke cigarettes. It's pretty frightening, you know. But they could have done that with anybody. They could have done it with that Jim Fixx guy just as easily. I'm Jim Fixx and I'm dead now. And I don't know how the fuck it happened. I jogged every day, ate nothing but tofu, swam 500 laps every morning. I'm dead. Yul Brynner drank, smoked, and got laid every night of his life. He's dead. Shit. Yul Brynner's chain smoking, drinking, 15-year-old girl sitting on his cue ball noggin every night of his life. I'm running around a dewy track at dawn. We're fucking both dead. God damn it. I know it's a nasty habit, but guess what? Drum roll. I'm addicted. Trying to quit. You ever try and quit, sir? I love it. Every smoker. I love it. You ever try and quit? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm trying right now. Did you try cold turkey? No? What did you try? Didn't last long, but you did try stopping cold turkey. Thank you, sir. I believe I've entered you into the show yet. I'm talking to the smoker because he's smoking. When I start talking about goofballs, you get ready. When the word goofball comes up, you sit up and take a sip of coffee because you're on. Listen, folks, the audience participation part of the show is limited to this and this only. Direct yes and no answers to my questions, laughter, applause, and a blowjob from all the women afterwards. That's it. You can all relax within those parameters, I believe. Good. Glad we know the fucking schedule. So you did try. Cold turkey's hard. It's really aggravating. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quit gradually. And what you do to quit gradually is I'm going to lose one lung. And then a little while later, I'm going to lose the other one. And that's it. I feel better having a plan. So I smoke a lot. How much do you smoke a day, sir? 2 packs? Pussy. I go through 2 lighters a day, dude. All right, so 2 packs, you're like a health nut to me. You're like the Jack LaLanne of smokers, man. You could tie a piano to your back, you could swim the English fucking Channel with a cigarette. Two lighters a day is a bit much. Hey. Only good thing about smoking now is every cigarette pack has a different Surgeon General's warning. That's kind of neat. Mine say, warning, smoking may cause fetal injury or premature birth. Fuck it. Found my brand. Just don't get the ones that say lung cancer, you know. Shop around. It is your body. Yeah, give me a carton of low birth weight. I think I can live with low birth weight. Line them up, goddammit. I'm here to take the low birth weight challenge. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Come on. That's good, Willie. Do your little smoking jokes while you still got the breath left in you to do them, son. That is my big fear in life, doing smoking jokes in my act and showing up 5 years from now.
Good evening, everybody. Remember me? I was wrong. Smoking is real fucking bad for you. No joke.
Oh my God, man. I've seen people do that. You ever seen someone do that? Is that unbelievable? Man, if you're smoking out of a hole in your neck, I'd think about quitting. Wouldn't you? I mean, at that point, chew some gum or something. I'm not trying to tell you how to live. I'm saying that just shows a commitment I cannot fucking relate to, man. I mean, we're beyond image at that point, you know. Jesus, what's next for that guy, you know?
I just can't stop. It gets worse and worse every year. I'm telling you, man, I cannot quit. I can't quit smoking. They're starting to taste like shit, but
Dude, you got a cigarette in your butt, man. Chew some fucking gum or something. You got a stogie in your hiney, buddy, I'm telling you. Chew some gum, get a mint, get a toothpick. There's other ways. Yeah, we're done with that shit there, man. Done with that. I'm just really tired, man.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
That is so good.
Yeah, Drew Boogie did a great job with Bowling for Behave, yes.
That really is a great job Drew Boogie did. My God, he just took my ramblings and put it to auto-tuner.
Bravo.
And all of a sudden, it's a little ditty. Drew Boogie's a talented motherfucker.
Listen to that guitar just talk to you, man.
What's it saying?
I don't know. It's talking the language of love. Flavor Flav. You hear what he's up to?
What's the Flav doing now?
When he's not hijacking radio broadcasts.
Yeah.
He's, the reality show thing has dried up for the Flav.
Thank God.
He had a nice run there. So now he's opening up chicken places in Iowa.
Wow.
Or one. He's going with one in Iowa. Small place, too. A small, town. I think there's only, 26,000 people in the town, and he decided that place needs chicken.
That's the place for chicken, huh?
And then he's hoping that he could open up hundreds of these across America. What's Flavor Flav's chicken place called? Do we know?
Flavorful.
I bet though, a small town, he'll go there, and him making an appearance there will get a lot of people down. That's actually a smart move, because they'll be blown away that Flav is there. This probably might be a smart place to do it.
Yeah. Clinton, Iowa.
Clinton, Iowa.
Rapper and reality TV star, blah, 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 99-cent wings, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't say how many people live in this town. In the paper, I think it said. Doesn't sound like Clinton, Iowa has a lot of people, though.
No. The fuck is he doing?
He's trying to fucking make a living.
Yeah, but opening a chicken place in the middle of nowhere?
His people are. He doesn't even know what he's doing.
Oh, is that it?
Come on. You think Flavor Flav is sitting there going, let's work on the recipe today?
It's
There's no
not
fucking idea.
It's not FFC.
FFC.
Flavor Flav's chicken?
Flavor Flav chicken.
Yeah, FFC.
Telling you, man, I came up with the idea today. They should just fucking sell chicken skin, all spiced up and nice and crispy.
Maybe he'll do that. Take your advice.
Why not, man? You get the beef jerky. Why not a little chicken skin already prepared?
Yeah, the flavor is bigger when you buy from this.
I can't even hear that.
Sorry. Is this the commercial? Is this him talking about his chicken? All right, yeah, then he's checking out something. That's fine.
Whoa, what is that? He looks like he's in a fast food place or something. There's a big picture of him up on a wall and shit.
Still
He's some chicken, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's talking about his chicken. Is he? Oh, he is? You want to hear about Flavor Flav's chicken?
I want to hear Flavor Flav reveals his secret recipe, it says.
I don't you think it's time to retire the clock.
Yeah, enough with the clock. We get it. It was your gimmick back in the older days.
You don't have to wear the clock anymore. We get it. You like clocks.
Yeah.
You kind of date shit because no one has clocks anymore.
No one.
All right, here's him talking about the chicken.
I want to be known to be up in my spot, active. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find me in here working. You know what I'm saying? You're going to catch me in here seasoning up my chicken, flouring up my chicken, frying up my chicken, and not only that, but coming out here and serving my chicken to people. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find me doing that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, being that Nick built this for Flav, because he has his heart into the business, I want to be the first to cook chicken in my own spot. You know, that's why I fried up some chicken last night. So now, I don't care how many pieces of chicken get cooked up in here. I know for a fact, once Nick was done with this place, I was the first one to cook chicken in here. Inside my own place.
How was it?
Oh, it was
Great.
It was great. It was all right. Put it this way. Because of the pot that we used last night, chicken didn't really fry like I wanted it to. It kind of like boiled in the grease. But we had fun last night. Frying up this chicken last night and eating it in here. We just had our own little personal party.
This is really sad. Can you stop this?
You know what I'm saying?
It's really fucking
Wow.
sad. That's
Wow.
why we definitely got to quit soon, because this is what happens to everyone's career. You end
Fucking
up
two fat guys.
You end up fucking selling chicken somewhere. He was in Public Enemy. And not even well. Foot.
That was like listening to a Jew.
But that's what happens to everyone's career. It eventually gets to a point where it's just really sad.
That was like listening to a Jew open his penny store. I'm going to be polishing them, and I'm going to be making them shiny and selling them.
Collecting them. You should come. Did he really open it up next to a KFC, too?
Yeah, once I can figure out how to get this fucking ad to go away,
Is that TMZ's horse shit?
I hate those
I like
fucking
Harvey
ads.
Levin. He smiles with coffee.
I used to check out the TMZ, but now, you got to get through the paintball game to fucking read something. Look, it's just splatters.
Yeah.
It's splats,
It
and then you got
splatters
to read
the
that
ad
ad,
all
and then
over
you
your shit.
and then you
can't-
close that ad, and then another fucking paintball splatter happens, so you don't know what the fuck Lindsay Lohan's up to now. TMZ, you're fucking it up, assholes. You and your stupid fucking coffee drink.
Refresh it. Hit refresh in the thing.
No, it's gonna happen again.
No.
All right, we get to see.
I just guessed by
that
the way. I
Flavor
was hoping it would happen
Flav
again.
open up his chicken joint right next to KFC. That's a smart business move right there. That's really good. Thinking so much of yourself that you could take out the Colonel with your
he's
dumb
gonna do it
with
with
your
his
dumb
clock.
chicken recipe.
But he's really-
him and his clock. They're going to take out the KFC.
And it's not like one of those proverbial, right next door. No. It's right next door.
Right next door.
Right next door.
Yeah.
So you have to make a quick decision. Is it the Flavor Flav that's been open for a weekend, or is it the Colonel who's been around since my fucking grandma came off the boat?
Yeah, but Flav is selling the rap angle, so it'd have a drive-by window.
It's pretty funny.
Foot in the house.
I know, you guys talking so much about chicken. That's fast food because they run quick. Something like that.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
how to phrase it.
We're going to learn about Clinton, Iowa, because we just need to get the info out there. Go ahead there, Tony.
Just on Wikipedia, 27,772 people with 93% white and 3.22% black.
He picked a white area to open up a chicken joint? What a dope.
Bunching out.
What a dope.
You know what? We're done. It's probably just being paid for, but he's probably just using his name. That's the person who lives there probably said, let me use you to sell chicken, and they're just using him as a pitchman.
He went to a town that has 27,000
pay
people,
money to him.
About over 90% white, and he opened it up next to a KFC.
Great business plan.
This could be the worst business. This could be worse than the Pop-Tart store. I'm telling you right now. Times Square Pop-Tart
Is that gone already?
Yes. Oh, you weren't here last week. Yeah.
No.
Fucking closed up. Because we were trying to get to the Whopper bar, which is the new
Pop-Tart
sensation
place.
of Times Square.
What's a Whopper? Oh, with Whoppers?
Yeah, where you make your own Whopper, a million different ways to have a Whopper.
Wait, like a burger?
But for some reason...
Or candy Whoppers?
No, BK, man.
Oh, wow, a Whopper?
It's called a Whopper bar. And we decided we have to try out some Whoppers from the Whopper bar. But why would you have Whoppers in the morning? That's stupid. They only sell eggs, even though it's called the Whopper bar. Wouldn't you have fucking burgers around the clock if your name is the Whopper bar?
Well, I just sell computers from, like, war games.
Just unplug the goddamn thing.
Hello, Joshua. Right.
I like no pickles, Joshua.
Yeah. The only winning move is to not eat this fattening shit. Oh, I love how the computer learns. Boo! Boo! Computers don't learn by playing chess game or playing whatever. Tic-tac-toe.
Oh.
If he hollers, let him go.
Yeah, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a...
Well, there you have it.
Catch a chicken entrepreneur by the toe.
You want to hear Flavor Flav talk about the chicken?
Of course I do.
Hey, you guys think this dash cam video is real? They're playing like crazy today on CNN and everywhere else. You saw it, right?
What happened?
You saw it, right?
No, what happened?
Fucking guy has a dash cam and a tractor trailer coming over from the other side of the highway. He's gonna fucking die, and he swerves all the way to the right and misses the thing.
Yeah,
but
Could be.
But he wasn't holy shit enough for that to happen.
Well, as it's happening,
it was on Break.com.
You're pretty
Danny.
smooth until
it's everywhere.
Fucking
today.
eyeballs are flying out of your head.
Should be on the front page of Break. This thing became huge yesterday. Yeah, watch this and tell me.
Holla. Okay, he's driving. Dash cam crack track.
That's fake. That looks fake.
Yes. Oh.
That's real.
Is that real? Okay.
Yeah.
Look how close.
Wow.
Like an action movie.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Yes. Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm okay, but I'm suing.
You hear the anger in the guy's voice? He was hoping that was going to take him out. He's done with this stupid marriage.
It's like, shut up. Yeah, I'm okay.
Unfortunately.
Are you?
Why is the truck doing that?
I thought I'd
He
finally
slid
be
on
out of
ice.
this hell
Yeah,
on
make a
earth.
U-turn.
Guy hit an ice patch.
Oh, what happened? Jimmy
Just like
fell
Jim did.
off his chair. Jimmy just fell off.
I went to sit on my chair, and the chair went left, and I didn't go far enough, and I almost fell.
That was great.
Yeah. I could have been killed.
Suing! I'm suing this place. I own Sirius.
So funny.
I was secretly hoping you've tripped over your new wire.
You know what served me right for complaining? I fucking paralyzed myself.
So you think that's real?
Yeah, I think you're right, because the other traffic
Why wasn't the guy like,
Because he was doing the shit. He's making the move.
Oh,
and then
because the guy's in
afterward-
shock.
Yeah,
you know,
afterward.
catch him 5 minutes later when he's going, ah!
Yeah, probably.
Holy fuck.
Probably. All right, we're done with the Flav, I guess. That's just a
Yeah.
horrible idea. Worst business plan ever. I say worse than the Pop-Tart fucking store that went down.
Was that supposed to be there for a short period? I'm sorry.
Well,
that's
kind of how they're spinning it, but I think these stores go into Times Square hoping they're going to catch on, and then they could keep them there. That's my guess.
Yeah.
But it was obviously a horrible idea from day one. Remember the opening day, no one was there? We were in the store with 5 people or something?
Yeah. There was no one in there.
I can't wait till
Place was a
Wednesday, by
bomb.
the way.
What's that?
It's embarrassing.
Oh, you already got yours?
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday is most embarrassing tape day.
I need my tape. I got to get it from Joe. I haven't told anybody what it is, the name, nothing.
I have an idea.
Yeah, you know what it is.
By the way, this voice you're hearing... Hold on. This voice you're hearing is Anthony's friend Foot, obviously, and you guys have played in bands over the years. And were you in the band when Anthony did this power ballad?
The gay keyboards you will be hearing are...
Yes, that's from Joe Curry. He was in the band.
Was there ever a time when you guys were proud of the song?
About maybe 2 minutes after we did it.
Yeah. It was, you know what, you got to remember, this is going back to the mid-'80s.
I know.
This is like crazy old shit that, like, we thought, this is like this is what's kind of taken off now, and let's try to do something. It just was
the best thing I like about the song is neither Ant or I wrote it.
Yes,
because they were our song. 3 of our songs were in there, which
it was my
remained
brother's.
unscathed.
Yeah.
Nah, see, Joe Buck. Nah.
Well, we're gonna have it by Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Joe's got it, right?
If he doesn't, I happen to have a copy of it.
All right, yeah.
Can you
Joe
email
got it to me?
Can you email it?
I got it on a cassette. I'll try to get it down. Actually, I'm going to be on the road though, but I'll see what I can do.
Joe,
we're not going to hear it Wednesday.
No, we got it.
It's obvious. It's obvious.
It's got to be by
My
Wednesday.
volume is fucked up. Where I'd play you a second of this. It's bad.
Oh, is it really?
It might not be as bad as Ant's, but it's bad. Why is my volume not working on my Mac?
Is that
It won't let me fucking... Yeah, it's not playing the volume.
Is it an audio disc?
No, but it won't play any volume.
It's the wire.
No, it was happening last night.
You got a bad
too.
wire.
No.
Got one of those bad wires, I'm thinking.
Not his new wire.
You want to go back to the 50s?
Yeah, I want to hear this acid trip.
Danny, I have not heard this yet. Danny, the acid trip. What's the setup on this damn thing?
It was just like recently uncovered footage, I suppose, of, I guess, during the 50s, they were doing a lot of LSD research and testing, and so this woman had signed up to be part of this research project, which dealt with hallucinogenics and LSD, and so they basically interviewed her before her acid trip and then during it.
Really?
So you can kind of hear the difference.
What I was going to ask you, is it as good as the hot dog lady?
No, I don't think anything's as good, because Hot Dog Lady wasn't real. Hot Dog Lady was just what some people who didn't like acid wanted you to think acid was like.
The hot dog started talking to me.
I've done plenty of acid. Nothing, the food products never fucking spoke to me.
No.
No hot dogs spoke to you?
Hot dogs. No.
You didn't kill him and his 8 kids or
Well,
whatever it was?
I bit into it, and all of a sudden it screamed.
No, I thought my hair was on fire. That was about the worst I got.
Fucking broad. Where you going to be, Foot? You got any gigs?
Yes, I most certainly am.
Give a little plug-a-rooney.
Well, I'm getting away from the cold weather. Guess where I'm going?
Where?
Michigan. That's right, Michigan.
Michigan.
That's
cold
right.
there, though.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah.
Literal Jim.
Literal Jim. Yeah, I will be at, where the hell am I going to be? The frick. Like Clemenza at the wedding I rehearsed this. What is it? The Holly Hotel on January 28th and 29th, Holly, Michigan. I will be there with my buddy Davin, and come on down, please. I need to fill this place. Just give a call at 248-634-5200.
The worst plugger ever.
Suck. When do I come in here and plug? And however, you could Facebook friend me on...
that's easier.
Yes, at Joe Curry Nation on Facebook.
There's a whole nation?
You got your own nation now?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, but a lousy name. But just Facebook friend me, please, and come on out. That'll be at Holly Hotel, January 28th and 29th, and 248-634-5208 for reservations.
It's not the way you plug.
Oh.
What happened?
I'm so mad. Actually, I was going to plug, but I'm just so mad about my fucking computer.
What now?
I don't know.
The sound?
It's not. I'm trying to control my volume, and I'm getting like a circle with a line through it. I can't control the volume on my Mac.
Oh, you muted?
Yeah, no, of course not.
Sounds muted.
No.
All right, why don't we check out this housewife? So this is the before? We're going to hear a little before?
Yeah, they talk to her about what she thinks, what it's going to be like.
Here we go.
Here is part of an interview with the subject just before LSD is to be administered.
My husband is an employee here at the VA, and he told me that they were looking for normal people, and I volunteered.
I see. Do you feel you're normal?
Well,
I hope I'm normal. I think so.
Well, a little while back you took quite a series of psychological tests, and I can assure you that you're a very stable and well-balanced person as a result of the tests. And how do you feel about coming here and drinking this strange material?
I'm a little nervous, perhaps.
Well, I think that's normal. Well, I think it's time for you to have your lysergic acid. Drink this down, and we'll be back after a while and see how you're doing.
Holy shit.
Sounds like a game show.
Yeah, right. We'll be right back after
Let's
these
trip
words.
together.
Holy shit, man. The 50s ruled.
Let us observe the effect some 3 hours later.
Well, tell me.
Well, I just couldn't. I couldn't possibly tell you. It's here. Can't you feel it?
Oh, boy.
This whole room. There's everything is in color, and I can feel the air. I can see it. I can see all the molecules.
You can see the molecules.
I'm part of it. Can't
Jesus.
you see it?
Holy shit.
This shit's fucked up, man.
Holy shit. Wow.
Damn.
You think the researcher got it in?
Damn. Oh, yeah, you gotta know.
Yeah, you gotta get it. You gotta go for it, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Who's she gonna tell?
Oh, it's wonderful. And then he'd just be like, she was having a hallucination. I didn't really fuck her in the ass.
The unicorn fucked me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I'm a unicorn. Look, I'm flying. I'm Pegasus. That's right. Suck Pegasus' cock. Like, what happened? Nothing. It was perfect. Everything went swimmingly.
Right.
Can't you see it?
I'm trying.
Oh, it's just like you're released or you're free or I don't know how I can tell you.
How do you feel inside?
Inside. I don't have any inside.
Soft and wet, I hope. My penis loves that.
It would be all one if you weren't here, and if nobody else. Yes, everything is one. Nothing to do with it. I am one with what I am. I can see everything in color. Everything. You have to see the air. You can't believe it. And the dimensions and all the prisms and the rays and everything coming down through you and moving.
Jesus.
She is fucking gonzo. Gonzo.
I like how it's all clinical and stuff. A big fancy. I remember in the back of my van, Aunt. You know, they should. I think McDonald's is melting, man. Shit.
Yeah, a little bit of wacky drugs back then.
Oh, sure.
I didn't feel the molecules of the room, though. What's wrong with her? I didn't think this old bitch would know what a molecule is. Get back in the kitchen. Start rattling those pots and pans, you fucking drug addict.
What does this all mean to you?
I've never seen such infinite beauty in my life. It's like a curtain or a spider web. Can you see it? It's right here in front of me, right now.
Oh,
watch. No. Oh, good heavens. You know what went through me? It passed right through me.
Could you feel it?
Me? There isn't any me.
Wow, she's fucking
Is all this pleasant or unpleasant? Or aren't these the right words?
There isn't anything pleasant or unpleasant. It's too beautiful.
It's like my podcast from Saturday.
Can't you feel it? Everything is so beautiful and lovely and alive. You shouldn't say anything about anything not being. This is reality. This is. If you look right over there. Are you looking? Can you?
Yes. What should I see?
I wish I could talk in Technicolor, or let you see. Can you? Did you say you can see it?
No, I can't quite see it. Tell me about it.
I can't tell you about it. If you can't see it, then you'll just never know it.
Yeah, asshole.
I feel
But
sorry
her bush
for
is
you.
huge. Just saying. It's totally irrelevant to the conversation, but I bet she's got just a big fucking brown bush. Big
like
LSD
nerves.
bush. Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Fucking A. My stupid heat guy. Supposed to come over my house. All the days I got no heat, it's today.
You got no heat in that place?
Yeah, my house is freezing.
Holy smokes.
Like I didn't pay my bills or nothing? I pay my bills, motherfucker. Pay my bill.
They said from 8 to 11. You got another hour.
Yeah, 8 to 11. Why don't they just say 11 or later? It's never the early side. When they give you that fucking window that they're coming, it's never the fucking early part of the window. It's after the later part. Constantly. People are incompetent.
Fucking cold, man.
It's fucking brutal out there.
It's warm in Vegas, but I mean, here it's cold.
Oh, really?
What? Vegas?
No. I don't know if it'll be warm February 11th when I'm there. The show is later because I'm doing Leno, so I'm going right from Leno to the show. So it's February 11th. And then February 12th, the Melrose Improv, my first headline gigs there ever.
Wait, you going to Vegas, then back to California?
Back to L.A., and then let's just give March 5th, Montclair, New Jersey.
Very good.
Yay. For the audience in advance. I'll cheer. I'm cheering for how lucky you're all going to be.
It's also going to be very It's also going to be very cold in Holly, Michigan on January 28th and 29th. So you can warm up at the Holly Hotel.
Holly Hotel.
The Holly Hotel.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Sounds like a B movie.
I know. There's a big difference between Jim's career and mine, okay?
Not really. We're both whoring.
If I didn't know you, it just sounds horrible. The Holly Hotel.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Should do our Bud Dwyer.
Oh, I wish I could. I'll be at Maxie's in Flint the next night. Let's not go.
Jesus. Maxie's sounds a little better. But,
All right.
But it's Flint, Michigan?
Flint, Michigan, yes.
Oh, my God. Holy. It's the zombie tour.
Wow. You better believe
zombie
it.
Tour. What the fuck?
You better believe it.
The Holly Hotel, huh?
Yeah, the Holly Hotel. And there's going to be then Maxie's. Going to Maxie's, Norton.
Maxie's.
Look at the Holly Hotel. It's a bed and breakfast.
I think it is, but who gives a shit? As long as people come.
That's going to be hideous.
Yeah.
You're performing in a house.
Look at that. It's a little house.
You're performing in a Victorian house.
Sounds like it.
While they enjoy their eggs.
Historic Holly Hotel.
Oh, my God.
Do you have a manager?
No.
Obviously not.
Obviously not, no.
Of course he doesn't.
Ruben Kincaid.
Well, how do you book the Holly
Don't
Hotel?
be confused. Foot is very funny.
I am
but
very funny.
The Holly Hotel, that's a rough booking. So
Yeah, that's
a
tough
little
one.
rough. A little rough.
31 people killed in Moscow airport suicide bombing. No reason to break that in the middle of the Holly Hotel talk, but for some reason it seemed to fit.
It's lighten up the moment.
Can you say Muslim Chechens?
Of course.
Of course.
No, it doesn't say who, but who else would do
Yeah,
that?
of course it is.
All right. Holly
You're
Hotel.
not performing
for
in
the
Moscow as a Holly Hotel.
Got
Yeah,
people
it looks
dead.
like motel hell.
People dead at an airport in Moscow. Jets aren't going to the Super Bowl. Oprah's got a secret.
And Apple computer's up $4.26.
Another $4.
Damn it, am I
26 cents.
stupid?
Who saw that coming?
Everybody.
Oh, the Holly Hotel.
Oh my God!
Can we just hug you after the show?
Yeah. And get a load of the street. 110 Battle Alley.
Battle Alley.
God. What do they say about the Holly Hotel online, Danny? Anything?
Well, it says here that they have ghosts.
Oh, shit. You can be performing in front of ghosts.
Very careful in the Holly Hotel. It's a legendary spot for hauntings. Her name's Holly, I think.
I hope I don't get booed off a stage.
Oh, watch out. Watch out.
That and more.
There are many ghouls and spooks there, I heard. Very bad place. Goblins and such.
That would be the next show, Flint, Michigan. Got the ghosts in Holly. And then in Flint, you got something else. And I'm not going to connect my jokes. You figure it out.
I was involved in a seance one time at the Holly Hotel.
Really?
I said, I can sense a presence here. And the lady's like, it's me. I'm making pancakes. She works in the kitchen. Like some syrup on it.
I think you're going to be performing in front of people eating fondue.
Oh, no, not fondue.
It looks like it has a fondue vibe.
Believe me, I performed in front of everybody. It doesn't make a difference.
Fucking foot. Funny guy, too, man.
The fondue there gave me diarrhea foot. Be very careful. Immediate, too.
I should dip carefully.
I swallowed and immediately sharded. Yes.
I'm obsessed now with the Holly Hotel. We got a guy that has all the info on the Holly Hotel.
Holly!
Joe, what do you got on the Holly Hotel? What's up?
Not a whole lot. Hey, the Holly Hotel is actually an incredibly nice restaurant. I have a girlfriend that lives up there. So when's he going to be there?
I will be.
Why is Foot going, ha?
Because it's a nice.
You're comedy and they're food.
I know. Well, it's part of, I'll be part of it. I will be there the 28th and 29th.
Of this month?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, be there, man.
Absolutely. I'll
be square.
Or be square.
You'll have a almost direct connection to Anthony Cumia.
That's right.
Yes.
These guys have known each other for 30-some-odd years.
Yeah,
probably.
30 years.
Right,
Over
yeah.
30 years.
Yep.
Jesus.
Over 30 years. 35 years.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks so much, guys. Take it easy.
All right. We're going to get the fuck out of here.
All right.
You know that? There's a video of Wendy Williams going around in a bikini. I say this because her show just started, and I got to tell you, she doesn't look bad at all.
I think she's sexy. I mean, I'm not in
Did you
love
see
with her, but
Did
I
you
fuck
see
Wendy
the
Williams.
fucking bikini video?
She's a big broad. She probably has these big juicy tits and a nice
problem
big
is
ass.
when a girl has
saggy
boobs as big as hers, it makes the rest of her look like she's really big.
She is big.
She's big, but
look at her shoulders. She's a
Let me see.
linebacker.
I
Holy
said
fuck.
not bad.
No, dude, she ain't that bad.
No,
It's
bad.
not bad.
There's
Is that the video?
8,000 other women I could fucking think of.
That's the video before the video.
Why aren't you? I said not bad. That's not a high bar,
dude. I'll say that
it's a bar.
I
No,
think
that is bad. Not bad means not bad.
I thought it would be
She's
a
bad.
disaster.
It's like a man.
She's at a family pool walking out like that. Hey, Jimmy, help me out.
She looks like she has the thing to hide a scar.
Yeah, she's a wreck.
But yeah, I'd fuck her, man.
I'm telling you, it's not bad.
Oh.
Sizzling in hot garbage.
See this footage.
She sounds like the coconut guy. Can we get the fuck out of here? We don't.
We
make
could
any
do
more
that.
sense here.
Yeah, right.
Opie and Anthony. The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus.